TATN, 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 Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill. TATN, 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 Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Yes, sir. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Mouthpiece Included, the only pod where we break down Spolitricks, which is a fusion of spots, polytricks, and everything in between, located at the collapsible superposition. Welcome to another No Punches Pulled episode, where we're going to slice through the smoke and mirrors to bring clarity to chaos. Today's main event features none other than the Chicago Bears GM Ryan Poles, who came around and promised to take it up the north and always give his back. He's managed to secure a contract extension that has many fans, such as myself, buzzing and critics scratching their heads. How did he flip the narrative from shaky drafts and middling win totals to long-term job security ITL? We're diving deep into the strategy, optics, and timing of this deal. And yes, we're going to call it what it is. Hornswoggling at its finest. Poles may have played the long game, but was the franchise truly sold on his vision, or simply betting on stability in uncertain times? We'll dissect the moves that padded his resume, media maneuvers that softened skepticism, and the power dynamics at play behind closed doors out there. If front office chess is your thing, get ready for some brilliant and or baffling board moves. Okay. Of course, we're also pivoting to the wild world of Spolitricks, where political theater never takes an intermission. From backroom bargains to viral sound bites, we're tracking the flashpoints shaping today's discourse. Expect sharp takes on the spin, spectacle, and simmering tensions that continue to define and divide public discourse. Buckle up, listeners. Whether you're here for sports scheming or political sharp turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of edge. This isn't just commentary. It's clarity served with heat. The panel is open. That link is pinned in the chat. So, stand down, stand back, stand by. Or pull up, okay? But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Do us a favor, smash that like button, repost this link. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host, any guest, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Grab your mouthpiece. I got mine. Pop out. And let's get started. Big ups to Midwest Festivals, presents Ancestral Echoes, Glamping Music Fest. Support your brother that supports you. Also, Milz Aesthetics. You find yourself in sunny Southern California? He's a multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. Okay. www.taymilz, that's TAYMILZ, aesthetics.com. Tell her the Self-Love Show sent you. Support your sister. Bella B Designs, 365@gmail.com. Also bronze colored. Need yourself some swag, some personalized swag out there. Maybe you're putting on a trunk party. You know what I mean? You're going to grift all your family and friends for noodles and stuff. That maybe your first generation kid going to college. You don't know what belongs in that trunk. I tell you, what they take down in that trunk is a lot different than what they bring back with them, that's for sure. But Bella B Designs, 365 at gmail.com. And last but not least, we got gem recovery out there. You find yourself in the Chicagoland area, not too far from the heart of the city, and you might be in a snowdrift. You know what I mean? Came outside and, maybe you're, parked in the Blue Island area and you came out there and your whip is left on bricks. You know what I mean? Maybe they smashed and grabbed and did a little rummaging. We don't know if it was the Venezuelans. We don't know who it was. You call Jim Recovery. He's got a brand new equipment, brand new trucks. Come out there, put it up there on that flatbed in a matter of seconds. Get you and your whip to safety. Enough of my yapping. Let's go ahead and get the co-host in the building. Perennial nominee for Dad of the Year.
TATN, Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN,
TATN, Mouthpiece included. Yeah, that's a nice little ditty, ain't it, fella?
Sweet ditty.
Yeah.
I can't, I think I need some help with my video.
Your equipment there? Let's see. Ask to start video.
All
All right.
Mouthpiece included. TATN.
It's interesting. I had trouble too, bro. Still don't see it.
Yeah. Okay, that's that. That. Oh.
Did you take the co-host permission? Maybe that'll help.
I don't think I did. Hold on. Damn, Karen.
But it shouldn't matter, man.
Yeah. Not for that. Hold on a sec. I'm matriculating some different matriculation and see if I can get some utilization of the
matriculations, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. And yeah, we on the ass today. Just so y'all know, we're on the ass. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in the building. How Ryan Pose, hornswoggled. An extension. This guy's getting more extensions than a guy with fake locks. These aren't fake, but you know my point.
He must got some video or something on somebody up there in Dallas all, and I mean the fact that they kept him, and we'll get to it, but damn.
Yeah.
Extension for what?
We know how you feel about
fire post.
Yeah. I mean, they look at us like we're outliers, and I don't know if that's so true.
Yeah.
Well, before we get there, because like you said, we'll get there. We got a poll up on TATN right now. I just dropped it in the pinned it in the chat, child. Did Bears GM Ryan Poles deserve a 5-year contract extension?
Are you kidding me?
All right. The first response is absolutely. Stay the course. Your second option is no way. Too many L's. I mean, of course, you know, most of those were Justin Fields' fault.
Yeah, it was Justin's fault. So it was Justin's fault.
Yeah. And then we got, let's see how this season goes. All right. That's another option. And then, of course, maybe rubbing my bum on the fence. You guys, you know, there's time for you to matriculate your vote. You know what I mean? And then me and this brother, Ace, will let you know how we voted at the end of the conclusion of this show.
Well, you know how I voted.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big secret there. All right, man, what's up? Oh, look at that, the Blackhawks hat. I tell you what, the Blackhawks got the coldest gear in hockey. Coldest gear.
Taves, Gainer. Who do we have now? Bedard and
yeah, Connor Bedard. He just needs help around him.
Needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
He's still a kid, though.
Yeah, he's still a kid. And when I talk to diehard, lifelong hockey fans, some from north of the border out there, they're high on. I always ask them about Bedard. They're high on Bedard, bro. They just say he needs help out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need another manager or coach, whatever the hell they call them in hockey. We need some more talent around them. We need some more
Some
goons.
goons. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, but they're going about it on the cheap. They got rid of Taves, they got rid of Kaner, and they're looking for a lightning in the bottle again, like they got, I guess, in the round when Taves and Kaner, Chicago, and won the Chicago Hawks 3 Stanley Cups. So we'll see.
Lightning in the bottle. All right.
Yeah,
Around the major leagues, in the American League East, the Blue Jays are 2 games ahead of the White Yankees.
White Sox.
They're 55-41.
Yeah,
The Detroit Tigers are 59-38 over there in the American League Central. They're
hmm.
11 and a half games up on the Twins.
On
And
the
then,
White
of
Sox.
course, you got the Houston Astros. Houston Astros.
If you ain't
Houston Astros number one. Boom, 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 boom. What's that, fella?
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go,
ain't
Houston
trying.
Astros.
They still winning, so they must still be cheating.
Yeah.
All right, so the Astros are in first place over there in the West, 56-40, 5 games up on the Mariners. And your beloved Chicago White Sox, my
Uh,
apologies.
hold on.
Yeah, my apologies. I don't want no problems on the South Side. They're 32-65 out there.
Yeah.
27 games back, 21-29 at that shithole stadium,
Hmm.
and 11-36 on the road. You got any inside information, any local feed coming on about the White Sox? Yeah, fella.
They're playing hard for the young manager that they have there, and
Yeah.
there's no way they're going to lose as many games as they did last year.
All right. All right.
Impossible.
You heard it there from the potential dad of the year. I mean, the kid gets all F's one semester and comes back with 1D and all F's. I'm proud of you, son.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're playing hard. I mean, the pitching
Yeah.
staff has them in most games. But hey, you don't have a star. You're not paying anybody to be a. Well, I guess they
Well, I
still
get your
have.
point. The effort's there. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
And
they
they're
got
flowing. They're tough.
they got Robert Jr. there. I mean,
Hmm.
he's our under contract star, but they won't go out there and get any real help from this manager and for this team because they don't anticipate winning. I don't think enough to win the
How does the
division.
farm look? I mean, with a sucky team like this, you guys should have all the talent in the world in your farm system.
Well, I mean, there's some farm talent
Got a
there.
bunch of
Absolutely,
Venezuelans down there.
it's coming, but I mean, it's hard to get up here, competing 162 damn games and flying from the city to city, and you got to have some studs.
Yeah.
And we're working on bringing our studs up to the level of competing
Yeah.
in the major league
You need to
uniforms.
get a colored manager. I guarantee he'd get more W's than that. You find you a colored out there, he'll get more W's than that, and then they'll fire him right at the end of the season when everything's trending upwards.
Yeah, yeah, we found us a manager that's going to take us over the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks good chewing sunflower seeds in the dugout, talking on that phone to God knows who, probably the cocaine plug. Can we say cocaine plug on here?
No, you can say booger sugar.
Booger sugar plug. All
Yeah.
right. Over in the National League, where they ruined it by getting rid of the DH. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them live that down.
Mm,
All right. Over in the East, you got the Phillies and the Mets tied for first place. All right. Over in the Central, you got our beloved Cubs in first place,
mm.
57-39. Only 1 game up above the Brew Crew in the Central.
Yeah, Brew Crew's coming. And the
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah, they're trending. Well, we're
Uh,
7 games up on the Cardinals, 7.5
okay.
up on the Reds. So, and
All right.
then
Brew
we got
Crew.
the Dodgers, 57-39. Same record as the Cubs, and they're 4.5 games up. So the Cubs are tied for the best record in the National League, and they don't spend half the money the Dodgers spend.
Nobody does, except for maybe the Yankees, and they're not in first place.
Right. Yeah. They only got 53 wins. Cubs got the tied for the second most wins in baseball. Any
Mm.
commentary on that there, fella, besides your
No,
hatred of the organization?
I have no hatred from the Chicago Cubs. I love baseball. I love Chicago baseball. I was just as happy, and when the Cubs brought home a trophy, just like the damn White Sox. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been 20 years for the Sox, and it's been 10 years for the Cubs. So, hey, somebody's got to get something done. I mean, we need some back. This is a town of repeats and three-peats and
yeah,
back to backs. We need some consistency in these
yeah.
organizations, and some competition across the the dugouts there in the crosstown classics. You got the Cubs going against the Sox, and when the Cubs are good, the Sox stink, and when the Sox are good, the Cubs stink. Come on, man. I mean, this city is too big and too great of a baseball town to have one team looking the way they are. But hey, it's baseball is the good old game, and the recruiting looks like it's from the good old game, and we just don't have the studs to go out there and put pressure on a pitching staff at least 2 out of 3 games in a series. So, if they're not worried about your hitting, uh, how often can you win a series? And thusly, you are 30 and 50, whatever, or 40, whatever,
They
as
are
your
much better than last season. I will say that.
yeah. I mean,
My analogy was probably wrong. They went from all Fs to 3 Cs and 2 Ds, but they busted their ass, and you know what I mean. Yeah, you
yeah.
high five the kid after.
Yeah, I mean they're not a meme every damn day about the mistakes and the
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the terrible play
yeah,
that was attributed to last season. So,
yeah. They should have a hell of a farm team, that's for sure. All
oh
right,
yeah,
let's move on. We got the Chicago Bulls, development organization.
Ooh, ooh,
These shithole GMs we got who were
mhm.
given another chance. Right
GM
now,
and president.
yeah,
One's the
alleged.
president, one's the GM. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, they're both, All right.
Mm,
So you got Io Dosomo and Kobe White. You
yeah.
mentioned this, have drawn plenty of trade interest around the league.
Mm,
Um, so we're flirting with trading Kobe White. He's 25. He's coming up the best season of his damn career, averaging 20 points, 3.7 rebounds, 5 assists, point 0.1 steal. All
mhm,
right. And he had a 14 game stretch in March where he averaged 30 points a game and won
mhm.
NBA Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Now
Yeah,
they're shopping him. Yeah,
yeah. We
go ahead.
drafted him. We drafted him. Now it's time to get rid of him.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
drafted him and now he's doing what we
So,
drafted him for.
yeah,
And
and that
yeah,
his value's high, and we don't want to pay him. So let's get rid of him, and we can have the all the all pink all pink team here in Chicago with our Australian point guard, Australian backup center they just drafted, and we got Matas Barzelas, and we got the French guy who's coming off the
yeah.
bench, and we get. I mean, come on, man,
I
pay
s-
the pay the kid the money.
well, that's the Bulls. And then if it's a guy struggling who we draft
Oh
or
yeah,
who we bring in, we
we're
double down on them. We
we all
re-sign.
in.
Yeah,
We
all in.
all in. Yeah, we all in. Like
Sounds. I hate
yeah.
to say it, but it sounds like the Democratic Party.
Well,
You know.
you got the albatross of these last 2 contracts between Zach Levine and Patrick Williams, and now I guess they want to get gun shy on my man Kobe White. Now he's
Because they don't want
proven.
to pay him.
Yeah, they don't want to pay him. They don't want to be stuck with another huge contract that they can't get rid of. But nobody told you to pay Patrick Williams, and nobody told you to pay Zach Levine after he got walked away from a max deal and got
Patrick
hurt.
Williams was never Eastern Player of the Month.
I don't know if he was Eastern Player of the week.
Never.
Yeah, they gave him a shit ton of money. I think
Yeah.
$90 million, and he can't score a point in a playoff game. Are you kidding me?
Why are we drafting these players if when they
Potential.
develop, yeah, all right, potential, and then potential, like you said, to trade them for people who do nothing for us?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they drafted Williams. Yeah, they're gonna trade trade Kobe White for somebody who's more NBA ready. Yeah. I don't know. Fits their scheme. I don't know what the hell the Bulls are doing.
I
They
don't either.
They gave Donovan a extension. I'm sure the president and GM are in line for extensions, and whoever follows the protocol or the line of the team, I guess they get an extension too, a max deal, and whatever happens after that, you know, boo hoo to the Bulls fans.
All these extensions, they need Indian hair extensions. I'd send them straight to the local beauty supply shop, where you got the Koreans in there selling Indian hair to Pakistanis, only in America.
Only in America. God bless.
All right. The Rockets allegedly
Mm-hmm.
traded Cam Whitmore.
Yeah.
Okay. Chicago Bears, are you guys listening?
Cam.
They traded him after refusing to give up number 7 to Cupcake Durant, the veteran. What's your take on all this if it comes out to be true?
Well, I mean, that the number and the veteran uh status and selling numbers and all of that stuff is long standing in professional sports, but if you don't have a leg to stand on in an organization, why don't you just give up the number or negotiate some kind of money, at least so you don't get traded? Now your team's looking up. You then brought in a top whatever, top 100 player
Hmm.
into your organization. Give them the damn number. Hmm.
Yeah, it goes back to younger people not respecting older people, and it's the fault of the older people around Cupcake Durant's age, LeBron's
Yeah,
age. They're the ones who started this whole thing,
yeah.
right? So now the chickens are coming home to roost, where it's
Mhm.
like, hey, I'm a veteran and listen to me, and you know what I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah,
and you want to
he
win
said,
rings and give me your number, and they're like, you know
yeah,
what?
I got a bird for your number. You want to
Yeah,
talk to
yeah, if
him?
you and that horse you rode in on, you
Yeah,
know.
it's an interesting story. If that's what they traded him for, they just traded him for some salary cap relief. Who knows? But yeah, it's interesting. You don't have to worry about giving me the number anymore. It
Yeah, you're
doesn't
no
belong
longer
to
part of the organization. How about that? You know,
Wow.
you,
Yeah.
you can wear that number in the G League somewhere.
You take all these jerseys with that number on, take them right on home, and good luck to you.
All right, we got Larsa Pippen Jordan. Okay.
No, don't
Well,
besmirch the
all
Jordan
right,
name.
well, it was almost. Had she married Marcus and
Yeah,
Marcus
Mark.
married her, she would have kept, I'm telling you, she would have kept that Pippen name and she'd have
Mm.
hyphenated that thing, and their son would have been, you know, she'd have named her son Michael Pippen Jordan, I guarantee you.
Michael Jeffrey Pippen Jordan.
Yeah.
There's no way that Michael Jeffrey Jordan would allow some nonsense like that to happen in the Jordan realm of family. Absolutely impossible.
Well, you're right. Uh Larsa Pippen. Well, she's still going by Pippen. All
Hmm.
right. This is coming through from Complex. That's the news feed. And Karen, can you put that on the screen? Appreciate you, Karen.
Thanks,
So
Karen.
here we go. Larsa doesn't have any problem with her former boyfriend, Marcus Jordan. I think he's the guy who was allegedly caught with the young
Booger
stripper in the
sugar.
car with the booger
Yeah,
sugar.
yeah.
Hmm.
Not knowing he was on the train tracks. Yeah.
Uh-huh. There
Hmm.
she is with the fish look on the face, looking
Hmm.
like everybody in Miami with too much plastic surgery. You don't know what you're looking at.
Is that an extension?
Yeah, she's got an extension. She sure does. All right. The exes broke up for good last year after nearly 2 years of dating, with their relationship being considered messy by some, considering that Pippen's ex-husband, Scottie Pippen, was a former teammate of Jordan's father, Michael Jordan. There were instances where the entrepreneur, 34, shaded Pippen, 51, after their split. But on July 1 of Angela Lee's Yee's lip service, the real blah blah, I don't give a fuck. All right. She said, I don't have anything against him, Pippen said around the 20-minute mark of the video below. There should be a law once the divorce goes through. They shouldn't be able to use that name.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's a mutual agreement. I mean,
That should be part of the terms.
Well, I mean, if her name was Kleinshoffer and she's now a Pippin and she's going to go into entertainment or
Uh-huh.
OnlyFans or whatever the hell
Well, then
they
I need a
said.
percentage. I need a percentage of the proceeds.
Mhm. I got
Huh.
you. Like Ike said, that name got my daddy blood on it.
Nah, yeah, exactly. All
Yeah.
right. Pippen said around the 20-minute mark, because I don't know, every time they say Pippen, I think of Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? I don't think of this lady from a shithole country where he was.
Yeah.
All right. Pippen said around the 20-minute mark of the video below, I feel like when I leave a situation, honestly, I don't keep up with what you're doing. I'm in my own vessel. I'm doing my own thing. She
Mm-hmm.
continued. God
That's
is blessing me in every way, shape, or form
all
I've
right.
ever dreamed of. So I'm not worried about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Pippen, who currently dates Haitian American basketball player Jeff Kobe,
Oh.
31, considers her new boyfriend emotionally mature, which she called a big difference from her former partners. Pippen revealed to People earlier this month that they're now discussing marriage. The reality TV star previously claimed on the Jason Lee podcast that Jordan chased her before they began dating. All right.
Okay.
There's the tea there, fella. What's your take on that?
She likes basketball players. I didn't know they played basketball in Haiti. That was cricket.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure it's an international game now, thanks to Donald Silver. He gets all the credit. Michael Jordan doesn't get the credit.
No, it's Donald.
Hmm.
Based on Donald Silver's
Well, that was
love for the game.
funny. Yeah.
Sperling or Sterling.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Sterling is the race, the so-called quote unquote races that came
It's
out of
funny you brought him up. We're going to be talking about him next, but go ahead. Yeah,
see
what's your
see
take on the Pippen tea?
you see that segue. It's yeah, who cares?
Yeah, it sounds
Um,
sounds good on the surface, everything she said, but in my mind,
yeah.
she's a gold digging. Well, I'm not going to say she's a
Yeah,
gold digger.
yeah, but she ain't messing with no broke. I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard of the Haitian basketball player.
Well, she's
That she,
already dug
that
the
she,
gold. You see,
uh,
once
but
she dug the gold. She got
the,
settlement out of Jordan. She got a settlement out of Pippen, and
okay.
and she parlayed that into a TV show. Now she can take the poor Haitian from the shithole country, and he's digging for gold.
He's digging for Tahita de Verde.
Yeah, yeah. He wants
Okay.
his citizenship because Donald Trump's talking about starting to
Uh,
deport them in September.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know if he's going to take that long, but he can set a date on it because he denies shit left and right. It's not funny, but damn.
No, it ain't, man. But what's funny is he come out and say, "Yeah, I think we should not pursue the farm workers. We should take a look at that. We should not pursue the farm workers." The very next day, they
Yeah.
raided the shit out of a farm. That's
Yeah,
like saying we're not going to pursue the trap houses, so
yeah,
everybody go
yeah.
back to the trap. They in there deep. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. The next day, they raiding the whole
You
damn
can get
trap
all
house,
of it.
get them all together.
Yeah,
They listen to the president. He said they're safe.
yeah, yeah. Go to work tomorrow. Exactly.
Like what?
Exactly, bro.
But why the hell? I mean, why are you messing with the damn farm workers? Who's gonna pick up? Who's gonna pick the oranges and the cotton and the watermelons and all the stuff that normal most Americans don't want to do? Who's
Yeah,
gonna who's
yeah.
gonna do that work?
Well, you're going to have to pay people a fair wage. You have to
No,
pay them about $20, $25 an hour,
that's
and you can
not.
find people to do the work. I would have a system where you want to drink and drive, what they call that, your community service.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to the joint,
Hmm.
or you can get out here, you know what I'm saying, and pick for a while, you know what I mean, and then go home, come out
Yeah,
and pick, and then you can make some money. Run it almost like because it's pretty much slavery anyway.
yeah.
But if you pay them in a fair wage, bro, you might get some ute. They ain't teaching them nothing in high school no more. These kids coming out popping pills, they ain't doing shit else but lean. I'm telling you, they show up to court. You know what I mean? With all that nonsense they showing up with, I ain't talking about the good
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get out there in the fields, or you're going to jail. It's your choice.
Well, Ma, I ain't finna go out there in no field.
Okay,
I
well,
ain't no slave.
yeah, you're a slave in jail. You know what I mean?
Oh,
According to the 13th Amendment, you are a
yeah,
slave either way. So at least you
yeah,
got your freedoms. Any house arrest would be you're in the field. There's a way we
yeah,
can manage it. The bottom line is if you pay Americans enough money,
yeah,
I don't buy the notion that it's jobs Americans won't do. People keep pushing that narrative, and because they're pushing it, does not mean it's true. I've been out here, bro, and you go to these jobs where you got all these immigrants,
nah,
and they won't hire the brothers who come out.
no,
They have a thing that they're lazy, they won't work hard, they won't hire you. So it's a perpetual narrative that people won't do it. People won't do it for the free. People can't do it for the $5 an hour. People
yeah,
can't do it where you're not giving us water and giving us air conditioning on break. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
People can't do it for that. But if you set it up right, maybe people would do it, bro.
They don't have any interest in setting it up right because how can the billionaires become trillionaires if they're paying a living wage?
Correct. So you got to have people whose costs are lower in their countries doing it
Mm-hmm.
because then it makes sense. They make stack money, and then in the off season they could go home and buy all types of stuff. So I
Yeah,
hear you though. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Must be some truth to it. Americans don't want to do the job. I'll give you that.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to query. Maybe I'll put a poll up on the channel. Like, would you do it for X amount of dollars? Like,
If they got to pay you $50 an hour, would you go pick cotton?
hell yeah, hell yeah, I'll pick cotton for $50 an hour. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Was there stigma on it?
Air apparently.
But it's not a stigma on pushing poison,
Poison
drugs in
all,
the
all through the neighborhood and driving
yeah,
Cadillac
yeah.
trucks and
And pimping
rims
women
on.
and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Until you get shot by one of your compadres and
yeah.
somebody else takes over and they want to do the same damn thing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we too good to flip a burger now all of a sudden. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
That was
All right.
everybody's first job, wasn't it? I mean, restaurant working,
These
uh,
were the jobs, Ace, that
yeah,
somebody on to come up, whether they were in college or high school, yes, and you were able to
yeah,
teach your children some skills, and they can go out and earn their own money. They show up
yeah,
now, they can't get those jobs, bro.
yeah.
They're not gonna get hired because the whole system is designed that these jobs are for those other people. We got to have something for them to do.
And if you don't oblige, you can't work with them because
If
they,
you don't oblige, they're not even gonna hire you, bro.
yeah,
And then you don't know who they are. You wouldn't want your daughter. It used to be a safe place for your daughter to work in there and learn some things. Now they back there with people you don't know who the hell they are, bro. They back there drinking all day and stuff. Like, it's different, bro.
yeah.
It's different. That's all I'm saying.
Trump said they're eating cats eating the cats and the dogs in the neighborhood and working next to your kid.
Everything he says isn't a lie.
Okay,
All right.
a lot of it just ain't true, but everything isn't a lie.
Everything ain't a lie, bro. According to
Mm,
him, he was getting it from other people. Now I
mm,
don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but you can't tell me that Hotoy on Stony Island wasn't stopped by the Board of
mm.
Health twice for
Right.
serving cat and dog. So if
Yeah.
they were doing it, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And he's going to get you non-coloreds off welfare.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that's the big thing. You fat, pink, non-colored showing up at uh, Walmart. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Moving
Yeah.
around there like you own the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna cut you off,
I'm going to catch it right off.
and you can get in
Yeah.
the field. That's what they're trying to do, bro. Like,
Get him out in the field. Well, some
yeah,
health care. You're going to
yeah,
be a lot healthier,
you're gonna be
and
healthier. You're gonna
and
lose some weight.
and you're going to make some money.
Come on, bro. It could be the new gym. Instead of going to LA Fitness, you go out there,
Uh-huh.
make some money. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? And we can flex it.
Yeah.
No, we'll see. But here we go. Blake Griffin. He got his genitalia fondled. Well, I don't know if it was genitalia, but
No.
grown man. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. See if we can play the video for the people. Oh, they're not gonna. Are they gonna allow us?
I think I saw this in the Races miniseries that Donald Sterling had about his life as a racist and an NBA owner, and
Yeah,
everybody would act like they didn't know.
of course they're gonna act like they didn't know. He's not the only one. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin has recalled multiple inappropriate incidents involving former LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling. He's just sat there and he took that because he was getting the money,
Mm.
and which is the same thing Donald Trump said.
Mm.
Now, on Thursday,
Take
Griffin
that.
was a guest on a web series, The Adam Friedland Show. All
Guys,
right.
you know, Adam Friedman. So you can come on Mouthpiece Included. We'll talk. So you're probably not about you getting fondled by your
Yeah, but he's a
former.
ginger.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, TATN's had some things to say with Cartman about gingers. All right, where he spoke about his time playing for Sterling. Okay.
Done.
Around the 32-minute mark of the video, Griffin alleged that he was targeted by Sterling during improper encounters,
Yeah.
like the businessman bringing his friends into the Clippers locker room when
Mm-hmm.
Griffin was undressed.
I think we should have some kind of RICO case involved.
That's
Now
right.
he was bringing his associates into the locker room and
That's
touching
right.
the body parts of his sex worker
He was
slash
charging those
employee.
associates to come in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Running a business, a criminal
Yeah.
enterprise.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'll attest to it.
Yeah. You give me immunity and a couple
Yeah.
$1 million. Yeah, I'll show
Yeah.
up and say whatever you need to be said.
Absolutely.
He would come in with his crew. It would be like 10 to 12 people with him in the locker room. They were intimidating the poor ginger.
Mm-hmm. I
You
don't give a
know,
damn about you having any clothes on.
no, he worked for
Mm.
me. Whip you in shape.
Mm.
And we'd all have towels on. We. Now, see, this is now,
Mm.
you know, they should
Mm.
be talking to the other players who played
Right.
with him around that time. It should,
Right.
you're right, bro. If this was R. Kelly, it'd be a whole thing right now.
Yeah, yeah. He's victimizing and sex trafficking all of these of his employees
Yeah.
to these potential investors or people
Yeah.
already he's charging to come see his players and touch on them and feel on
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
If they said LeBron James was pulling up in the locker room with 10 of his buddies and doing this to other players on there,
Yeah.
LeBron would be in federal prison right now without bail.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. And they'd be in his house finding the
Baby
lotion,
oil and all
baby
types
oil.
of other shit.
Yeah.
He had Vaseline. He had this 10 jars of Vaseline because he was buying them in bulk at Costco. Everybody knows billionaires are cheap bastards.
Then he was talking about his sex closet, and we can't mention what was in there. It's it's under
sealed
information,
but it was in there.
Yeah, I can tell you it was in there. Fuck out of here.
All right. One time, I'm in a towel. He comes over, grabs my arm. I'm 6'10". You know what I mean? I'm strong.
Which arm did he grab?
You're right.
Yeah.
He grabs my arm, and he's got all his people in there, and he goes, "Let's hear it for our number one star. Hip, hip." And he raised my arm, and all these people go, "Hooray." Griffin said, I can't wait till South Park gets a hold of this. Griffin said the cheer lasted 3 times and alleged that the behavior also happened at white parties. Whoa. You're onto something there, Ace.
Yeah.
After he was drafted, Sterling kept saying, his mom's white, it's fine. He would have people, he was like, feel his stomach, feel his abs, feel his arms. I was like 19 years old.
That's rape.
Griffin jokingly added, and just because he's laughing, if anybody, psychiatrists will tell you this. Sometimes the laughter is an uncomfortable laughter, and this guy needs counseling. Like you said, he was sexually assaulted out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess he's trying to talk about it now to get some kind of closure to. Yeah.
Griffin jokingly added, "My boss was touching me." And he told him he's half white. I don't know what I got more problem with. What does this mean?
Right.
You're sitting there taking all this?
Yeah. Yeah, your contract was already signed. You didn't have to put up with this guy coming in the locker room and touching on you repeatedly and having his friends cheer that they got a chance to touch on you and grab you by the arm and touch on your abs and
But is that
run.
what white people do to each other? Is that what he was saying?
Yeah,
Like, am I
yeah.
missing something here? Because,
I have to call one of my white friends and ask.
uh-huh.
I don't think it. No, I don't
Well,
know.
that's what he's half white, so it's
No.
okay. And is the meaning of a white party different than what we do when we dress up in all white? I think their white parties are literally all white people.
Well, yeah, mostly, but I think they were in white. At from what I remember from the movie, he
The
would have
Klan wears white.
yeah, he would have all his property or players
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
dressed in white, and then he'd have all of his
Klan members dressed in white.
clan members and the people that should be considered under this RICO Act in white. But the federal government isn't investigating this.
The former NBA player who was picked first overall during the
Mm.
2009 draft previously said he didn't consider Sterling's numerous discrimination lawsuits when joining the Clippers. Well, he had no choice.
Yeah, you got dropped. What were you gonna do? Go
And
back to
he's
college?
half white.
Yeah, he's halfway. He
Yeah.
probably he probably talked to him in private, like you understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your mom's white, right?
Yeah. Can you leave that black guy, the black part of you, have the black part of you step out of the office? I want to talk
Yeah,
to the white part of you. You know what I mean? That's probably what happened. And this kid's
yeah.
19. He didn't know any better.
And he still calling me while he's telling his story. My boss touched me.
Mm-hmm.
No, he just owns the team. He's not your damn boss.
So he said, I searched the whole franchise and go down a rabbit hole in Wikipedia. And here on Donald Sterling's page, he said on 2021 episode of In Depth with Graham Bensinger,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to the section where it talks about lawsuits, and you're like, whoa, this is a long list of lawsuits and things that have been brought against him. And at 19 years old, you're kind of like, that sucks. All right, there, fella. There you go.
So you had nobody working with you, even your white mom or well,
Agent,
I'm sure there were veteran players in there that didn't
veterans,
put up with that crap of
or
you
did
know
they?
maybe it was a team friendly concept that after every game the boss came in and touched all the
Fill
players.
you up.
Yeah, yeah. And all right. Have a good night. We'll see you next game.
Chris
Yeah.
Paul was with it.
It must have been. Must
Hip,
have been.
hip, hip, hooray! That's y'all didn't win no championship. What we hip, and hooray for?
Right. And nobody's coming out disputing the claim, but nobody's coming out. I mean, Donald Sterling is out of the NBA. He got his $2 billion.
Hasn't he passed away?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, I need to sue him. I thought he was gone already.
Yeah, sue the shit out of him. They should lock his ass up.
Well, Blake Griffin thinks it's funny.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the white side.
That's what I'd like to know, man. I'm about to go back and watch that interview, bro. Like what the guy said.
Yeah.
And, wait, what do you mean? It's okay. He told you it's okay. He's half
Right.
white.
Yeah. And yeah, he got the first golden parachute from the damn NBA. 2 billion. I think he paid like 100,
Uh-huh.
maybe $100 million for that team.
Yeah.
And
He was a slumlord here in LA.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife. Yeah.
And his well-kept buildings, he wouldn't rent to the coloreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's redlining.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in the ghetto were shitholes, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Below
Just,
code.
Yeah, just get the money. Yeah. They need someplace to live. So
Yeah, fires. People was burning down and dying in
Mhm.
those places, bro. He wouldn't put smoke detectors, all that, bro.
What are you going? That was part of his criminal organization. They should have ran the damn RICO on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They still can. You said he's alive.
Yeah. Yeah. He's good.
This guy just said he was sexually assaulted
He's a Sterling though.
by his boss.
He's in Sterling.
What's that mean?
Yeah, he's got the law firm of Rabinowitz and
All right, Kanye. Easy, yeah. But I hear you, bro.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I hear
yeah.
you.
And part ownership
And
of
the media is not
and the
gonna.
media. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're not gonna pursue this type of.
Hmm.
The only way this could come out, besides that miniseries they did, was this internet based show
Now,
that he that
what if
Ray
that was
Griffin won.
Bob Johnson doing that when he owned the Charlotte Hornets and
Uh,
players were coming out now? They'd Rico the hell out of him and take all his money, wouldn't they?
yeah, yeah. There's no way we
Hmm.
can let him get away with this.
Hmm.
There's no statute of limitations on
Hmm.
touching your players
Uh-huh.
and being racist
Hmm.
and setting fires and keeping people out of decent place to
Slumlord.
live.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
bro.
What the hell? The statute
You're
of
right.
limitations on that, especially when it's documented and you know what the hell was going on. Now that's a RICO case. Talking about a criminal organization.
It's a criminal organization.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I was discussing that with some people and they just went blank on me because they've been programmed about, I'm like, so the only thing Diddy is guilty of is flying in prostitutes for prostitute work. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, Johns
Allegedly.
don't get charged like that. It's especially their first, you know what I mean? He's a federal
Yeah.
John. That's basically
Right.
now if you were saying he was flying in people who weren't, which is what they were alleging, people who weren't prostitutes, people who were just influenced by him because he's a celebrity, and then he was
Yeah.
forcing them to do something at risk of violence or ruining their career. That's something different. But
Yeah.
that's not what they ended up getting him on. You mean to tell me they went and took all the baby oil out of his house because he was flying in known prostitutes
Yeah.
who were given immunity
Yeah.
to
Even
testify against them?
even though they're making money, that's how they're making their life and thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
not paying a lick of tax on. They were given immunity.
On Instagram, which wasn't punished.
Yeah.
You remember they put back pages out of business for the same type of
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But this is the internet era, AI internet era. So everything's okay.
So
Yeah.
had the prostitutes flown themselves in, right?
Yeah. They wouldn't have anything on Diddy. If he would have had a separate, well, no, that would have been a different business too. But
Uh
if he would have had, a certain entity where they book their own tickets and blah blah blah,
yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't have had anything on
Or
him.
hey, hit me up when you're out in town.
Yeah,
All right. Uh we got Megan the Stallion. Some people are saying that she's a misgender. I don't know if I'm buying that, but hey,
really?
yeah, you hadn't heard that?
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
listen to much of that crap.
Yeah, it's a lot on the internet. Then you can see stuff where, she's got the bulge
Okay,
down, yeah.
okay.
All right. All right, but Megan Thee Thompson should be their couple name. Oh, I didn't even see that. Maybe I saw it subconsciously when I came up with it. I don't
Mhm.
know. But all right. So Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson go IG official with their relationship. All
Mhm.
right.
Okay.
Uh, he posted a photo dump on IG. All right. Okay. See, Megan,
May-
there's Megan.
Maybe he's seen all the parts. Maybe he can put a end to that rumor, or maybe that's what he likes.
Who knows?
We'll never know, I guess.
Considering the fact that Megan recently posted a picture of her poolside with Thompson in the background, I don't know. Man, these guys, man, free Tory Lanez, first of all.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone's just finding out Megan the Thompson during the Mason Island. All right, all right, all right. Michael Thompson said he's never heard of her.
He's not that damn old. Get out of here.
He's not retarded,
Mm,
right? She
yeah.
was previously dating Bulls player Torrey Craig, but their relationship ended in April.
When he get
Oh,
cut.
yes,
You still
passed.
play with the Bulls?
I don't know. She's getting passed around though.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
she's young.
Coco Jones. Okay. All right. Is she young? She's like 30, ain't she?
She's young in the entertainment realm of things. She can still probably pass for 20 something.
All right. Maybe they'll get married, huh? Let me see.
No,
Megan. Oh,
I don't think so.
Stallion. Trans.
Because once you get the stigma of passing around, it's hard for one guy to settle down and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the savior, especially in those rich circles. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but I know she ain't messing with no broke.
Megan, Jovan, Ruth, Pete, known professionally. I don't know. Yeah, but you see, who is Joshua Pete? Megan's true story. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know. But I think it all started with Jaguar Wright, and she's a big source of information for Brother Wordsmith.
Yeah, she's source some information for everybody in the world.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. But
Mm.
all right, Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion, everybody.
Mm. God bless them for having many months there together.
Yeah, I hope he signed a non-disclosure agreement and he ain't riding around with her and she and a gun goes off and he ends up in jail. Like,
Mm.
man, they don't realize when they messing around with a crazy person, bro.
Yeah, man.
Play whoever whoever you bringing in.
All right,
I mean,
that's what he like.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yo,
You can't get all frustrated though.
Well,
Shit.
fuck, we're organizing the game.
So
What the fuck
fucking
is
what?
this?
Just shut the fuck up.
Come on.
Take your fucking ass home, then,
Man,
motherfucker.
fuck that. Come
shut
on,
your
let's
ass
go.
up.
Hey, let's go right
Sorry,
now. Come on.
motherfucker, you can't even fucking throw quick game.
Yeah, you're fucking
You talk
sorry.
too goddamn much.
Watch out.
Sorry, motherfucker. I wouldn't lose with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, ass bitch.
Sit right here with yeah.
Motherfucker's weak, homie.
Yeah, okay.
You weak-minded
Yeah,
motherfucker.
hey, you too.
Sorry, motherfucker.
Get him straight, coach.
Yeah, that was Ball State. This guy, quarterback from Ball State, just threw his third pick of the game
Yeah.
against an SEC team.
Yeah.
All right, what's your take on that?
Yeah, he said it. They weren't organized. Even though he kept throwing the damn ball to the other team. Throw the ball to the players with your same color jersey on. I know SEC has the best athletes in the country, but that doesn't mean you got to go out there and stink up the place.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Coach on the other hand, I mean, coach was trying to talk to him as a coach, but I think he questioned his coaching ability and his staff, and coach must have I guess he just had enough and voiced his opinion. Unfortunately, there was a camera there for both of them to be seen.
Well, they were saying that this kid, you know how they could transfer around.
Mm-hmm.
They
The
said,
portal.
yeah, he was a 5-star quarterback recruit and had ended up at Last Chance U because he was not coachable, and he still managed to be uncoachable at Ball State. I like it. I mean, I get it. You want your quarterback to be fiery and have a pair. What I had problems with is institutional control. Like he's threatening to fight the coach. There's, the assistants all nonchalant about the shit. Nobody's yanking the kid out of there. You know what I mean? He should be off the field at a certain point. You know what I mean?
I guess they thought he was they knew he was wolfing.
Yeah, they knew he was wolfing.
And it would be handled after the game. Yeah, I mean, emotions are high, of course, on the sideline of any game, especially a college football game against a better opponent than your team. But
He was making threatening comments to the coach.
Yeah.
He crossed that line.
Yeah, it's like a kid threatening you as coach. Yeah, go sit your ass down somewhere. Let me get somebody in here that want to win.
Yeah. Well, if he walked up on me, he probably would have got a 2 or a 3 piece.
Yeah. It was during the game, so you can't get too high, you can't get too low during the game, and hopefully they addressed it after the game, and he sent him packing or whatever the hell he wanted to do. at that time. But,
Yeah, he should have been off the like. That's what I expect your assistants to do, bro. I was on a trip at our centennial and some shit like that happened. My ships are sitting there watching. I'm like, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen, and you guys didn't get this. You know what I mean? You
mhm,
guys knew what was gonna happen. You know what I
mhm.
mean? And
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess they knew he wasn't gonna give him a 2 or 3 piece. I guess
Mhm.
yeah, but it's modern day coaching. I mean, it's old school coaching in the modern day world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my house. This is our team. And he was telling them some truths like, man, I wouldn't lose with these guys, but the way your ass playing, we losing. You throwing 3 interceptions. Yeah, we running quick game, and you can't even do that. Quick game is what you run against teams that are faster, stronger, and better than you. Get the ball out quick, and try and matriculate it down the field. But like you said, this kid doesn't seem coachable. He hasn't been coachable anywhere, and there's an end to that transfer portal at a certain point. Even though you might have 5-star talent, uh, teams don't want to put up with that crap.
Well, let's shift gears, bro.
Mhm.
You've got the Chicago Bears have signed several undrafted rookies.
Uh,
Poles is getting heralded right now,
yeah,
but
we won.
what's that?
We won the off season again.
Right, but
Yeah.
some remain unsigned as of July 13th. Luther Burden III,
Hmm.
Shamar Turner, and Ozzie Trapillo. These players are rookies from the 2025 draft and are
Yeah.
still negotiating contracts. The Bears rookie minicamp is scheduled to begin on July 19th. That's 6 days from now. And these
Yeah.
unsigned players will not face financial penalties for missing the start of training camp.
I,
Anything
I
here?
I believe they'll all be done before camp start. They're all second round picks.
Yeah.
There's something with the top two second round picks signed immediately because their contract was basically fully guaranteed, and that's the language that these guys want in their contracts, and the Bears aren't forthcoming with that type of language or that type of deal. So that's why they're holding out. But I believe they'll get it all done this week because it benefits no one for them to miss time.
So that's what the issue is. So how are they going to get it done?
Somebody got to give. Somebody got to give, and normally it's going to be the player. Your draft pick. I mean, your agent might have cut you a check for expenses, but
Man, these kids
you
been making NIL money.
man, shit, they've been spending it too. They've been spending it too. So you want a contract because until you get one, ain't nothing guaranteed. But I definitely understand them wanting to get the best deal available from themselves. And the players that you mentioned, Trapillo, the offensive lineman's got a chance possibly to be starting sometime this year.
And
Um,
Luther Burden in the slot.
yeah, yeah. So they want to be
He's
compensated.
the next Hall of Fame Jones, according to
Oh
all the
no, 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 no. He's better. He's got to be better than Hall of Fame Jones or this contract extension that was just granted to your damn general manager. They should set it on fire, shove it right up his bum.
Well, they're talking about using him the way I said we should have been using Velas. That's all. That's what I'm saying. That's how they're
There's,
saying he's a Swiss Army knife.
there's only one problem. Velas couldn't catch,
He had some moments.
couldn't run routes.
All right, these are some free agents that we haven't signed. Stop me when you hear a name that um, you'd be interested in re-signing.
Mhm.
Keenan Allen,
Gone.
Gerald Everett.
Who? Who? Oh yeah, no.
That was the tight end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 3 catches last year, 5 catches.
DeMarcus Walker,
Never panned out. No.
Mercedes Lewis.
He should have retired 5 years ago.
Long snapper Patrick Scales.
Oh well, did we find a new long snapper? I
I
mean,
don't know.
that's pretty damn important.
Well, I guess Cole could do it. You know what I mean?
No,
Cole's proven
no,
he can do it.
no. I think they found somebody else, but yeah, maybe he priced himself out as long snapper, or maybe they're looking for somebody with a different set of long snapping skills and can also uh, provide him some O line play. So I don't know.
Safety Adrian Colbert.
Yeah, who cares?
Wide receiver Colin Johnson.
I liked him. He was the guy that caught was catching all the balls in the Hall of Fame game. So yeah, I'll bring him back to the practice squad.
All right. And lastly, Naimba Webster, wide receiver.
Yeah. Good luck.
Never heard of him.
Good luck to the young man.
All right. So you're not worried about the unsigned free agents, huh, fella?
Did you read that? Were you listening when you were reading that list?
No, I mean the unsigned second round players. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, no, all of that'll get done within the next few days.
My bad, bro. All right. Let's move on. We got Courtney Cronin. Now, we've been running a theory here. He's been working for the league. The league being the NFL to collude against athletic, gifted, copper-colored bronze quarterbacks. And she's parlayed that, bro, from local media to ESPN local. Now, bro, I'm watching her sit in the big studio, bro.
No.
Oh, yeah, weaseled herself all the way up to the top. And guess what she's doing? Trashing JF1 still.
She's still JF1. I mean, come on. Well, I mean, if you breaded your butter on that, I guess you got to keep going.
Yeah, she knows that's working. And if you guys keep watching Courtney, you got to watch her. She's going to be talking about the other quarterbacks. Like, she don't see JF1 as being able to be like Darnold and those other guys that turned out to be good starters after all.
Yeah.
She don't see it the same way.
No.
Justin Fields, I do not think has that luxury.
I want to give you a chance to defend your take here because
Justin Fields, I do not think has that luxury.
I want to give you a chance to defend your take here because the pressure that's on Fields, this is it. Like, if we're being realistic about it, this is his last chance to prove that he can be a starter.
Don't this sound familiar? She was doing that in Justin's last year in Chicago.
Yeah. This is last few games.
This is it.
Yeah, prove he can still play quarterback here in Chicago.
She's running the exact same narrative.
Justin Fields, I do not think has that luxury.
I want to give you a chance to defend your take here because the pressure that's on Fields, this is it. Like, if we're being realistic about it, this is his last chance to prove that he can be a starter.
Says who?
The contract's going to look really bad. If it goes really bad, if it goes great, then they hit on gold there.
They signed him for peanuts.
But how can you look at what Aaron Rodgers inherits to going into a situation that Pittsburgh's done business not as normal this offseason and say that Fields is in a better situation to win right now?
It's easy.
Go ahead. I got one more clip, but go ahead, bro. You got any comment?
What are you talking about? They kicked Aaron Rodgers' ass out of New York because he was done, and the fact that the Steelers took him on and Justin left there. It's apples and oranges, and yeah, come on, man. Let you find another patsy for you to jump on, but get off of the JF1 bandwagon. I guess if Caleb has a bad year this year, he'll be her new patsy. But I don't see all that happening here in Chicago. But wow.
Well, the reason is because they push for Caleb.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the only reason. But Caleb, after this season, like we said right here on this station, he's going to be the next Pookie and Ray Ray that the local media is attacking. They ran Derrick Rose out of town.
Yeah. And now they want to all love him and see him outside, walking downtown or walking the Gold Coast. Oh, D Rose, we love you. Oh, D Rose, we man, you the same cocksuckers that was saying that we need to get rid of him as soon as we can.
He wasn't worth the money.
He's damaged goods. He'll never be able to play again. Blah 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 blah. Now they want you to sign the jersey for their son. Yeah, would you sign this?
Uh-huh.
I bought one of your. I was there at your ceremony that night, and I got this shirt. Could you sign it for me?
But that's why they like them poor and stupid.
Yeah.
Because, they don't know better. You know what I mean? They don't know how to say, get away from me.
You son of a bitch.
Right. All right. But to your point, you just said something about your take. Listen to her other take.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields is going to have the better season.
I mean, Rodgers did throw for nearly 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
But if he was so
last year.
good, Courtney, why didn't they keep him?
I mean, he got people fired in the middle of the season. They had to clean house.
See, got people fired in the middle of the season. So did her beloved Caleb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got him canned.
Mm-hmm. But they're not going to say that.
For the
But
first
for her-
time in team history.
Yeah. Yes.
Why didn't they keep him?
I mean, he got people fired in the middle of the season. They had to clean house. I understand.
Including himself?
I understand the optics of that, but that's a team, when you bring in a new head coach, new general manager, they're looking towards the future. Rodgers still thinks he can win now. I'm with D-Wood. I'm with David on this. I think that, and I've seen Justin Fields. I've seen it up close. I think that you've gotten the best out of him that you're going to get, in that he's a high-end backup, low-level starter.
Why do they listen to her?
I don't know. I guess they say she's on the team. You got to listen to this crap that she's spewing out. I don't know.
So she's seen Justin Fields.
Uh-huh.
But these are the same people who double down on Ryan Poles getting an extension.
Oh, yeah. For continuity in the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be some sort of resurgence where he's going to have a chance to, go take the Baker Mayfield route, take the route that Sam Darnold went. I think it'll be a fine season. If the bar's at 5.5 wins, 6, 7, that's good, but it's probably not enough for him to have success long term there.
The tape sets the floor. The character sets the ceiling. His tape is good, not great. He has great character. I think he's going to get better, and I'm excited to watch him play.
Quarterback hasn't struggled in Chicago.
Right. She came out there and said, I saw him struggling in Chicago, but didn't give it any context of.
Yeah. The everybody in the NFL knew that the head coach was an idiot and couldn't put a game plan together to win an NFL game. He couldn't call a damn timeout.
And we stripped, and Ryan Poles traded away all the dogs that we had or didn't re-sign them.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about he's going to take it up to north and never give it back. Yeah, that's exactly what he's done.
And they're not giving that context. I've seen Justin Fields. So she's already setting them up. Yeah, so she's saying, all right, the over-under for them is like 5.5 games. She's like, so if they win 6 or 7 games, he can't play good and they win 6 or 7 games?
Yeah, he was 4-2 when he came out last year.
Yeah.
And started. And a season is not 6 games. You're building your team to be playing at a high level with certain parts of the season to, hopefully make it to the playoffs. But he wasn't granted that opportunity in Pittsburgh for whatever reason, because they wanted to go with Russ.
Yeah, because he was 4-2, and they said Russ was 6-6, but the math ain't math, because that's 12. That's 18 games. Oh, the playoffs. Yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah, they lost. Russ lost in the playoffs too.
Playoffs.
Yeah. So you're telling me Justin couldn't have went 6-5 those last few games and then finished regular season like 10-7? They didn't want that though.
No.
Chicago didn't want it either.
No, because even though we would have got a higher draft pick, they just didn't want him to succeed in Pittsburgh. And that's probably why the pick was snap base protected, to make sure he didn't play more than those amount of snaps. And Pittsburgh wouldn't have to give up the higher pick. But, I don't know what Justin has done to these people. Maybe it's wearing a cross or driving an electric vehicle or being a great teammate or a good locker room guy. Guy works hard. I don't know what he's done to these people. Shady McCoy and Courtney Cronin and all of those.
It was another one that went he's on the national media. He was a local idiot. Now he's
Yeah,
trash
yeah.
Danny Parkins,
Danny
trash
Parks.
Justin Fields and rolled off into the sunset. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was both of them. Just all of a sudden came out of the blue. This is Justin's last year. No, it's not. He's in the third year of his contract. What am I missing here? Well, you got to win on a rookie deal. You got to win on a rookie deal because if you don't win on a rookie deal, you'll never win.
Yeah, we could have been sitting there with two damn quarterbacks. We could have been sitting there with two number one quarterbacks on our damn roster. Instead of you traded his ass for a 6th-round pick.
I met a young man who played at Michigan for J.J. McCarthy. He was a wide receiver. He's going to law school out here. And number one, he said, JJ's a dog. And number two, he said, same thing we said. He said he predicts that Shedeur Sanders, I know I'm on a tangent, Shedeur Sanders will be the starter of that team, if not by the end of this season, next season. And he said it's going to actually work out in his favor that they gave him that jackass contract because he'll be able to renegotiate sooner. And he said him and Dion are going to stick it to the NFL at that point.
Oh, he's going to give him the old
stick it right to
him.
Hip hop parade. Hip parade.
You think I'm making $1 million a season? You think I'm going to show up and I'm your damn starting quarterback?
Right. Right. But yeah, I got digressed. But he, to the point, I thought about that when you said, yeah, we could have had another quarterback. Right. And the narrative was, you got to pay him, he's that next up. And NFL quarterbacks, these same idiots are getting $40 million a year. And that was their argument, bro. And Fields got none of that.
Yeah. And he was only due $5 million.
Yeah.
And the 5th-year option was $25 million. That's $30 million. That's $15 million a year for an NFL starting quarterback. Even though and it's his rookie deal. So
and it would have been his rookie deal.
Yeah.
Correct, bro. And the same way they did Jalen Hurts would be a good example. Look what Jalen Hurts did.
Yeah. But
we'd have had the best chance. We're going to be in the same situation. All right, this season, I don't know. We'll see what the Bears do. I pray they win at least 10 games, right? But that third season, this guy is on a different time clock, A, because he's generational, and B, because the Bears were already rebuilding that team before he got here. Right. And I'm saying it. So his time clock is year 3. We should be flirting with NFC Championship, that kind of thing, if you're going to win on a rookie deal. So you got year 3, year 4, year 5. But if we'd have stayed with Justin, we'd have had year 4, year 5 to flirt with it. It just would have looked different.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been painting his fingernails and watching videos of himself.
And you wouldn't be able to put his ass out there with a big ass C on his chest as a rookie when you got a starting quarterback already, and he'd have to go into camp and work and try and get it and win the damn job.
Earn it. What was that commercial? Yeah. We don't beg for your business. We earn it. I can't remember who that was. They don't play that no more. I think they went out of business for shamming people. Yeah, but yeah. We earn it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't earn nothing. You're just taking money for nothing.
Yeah, you just steal it in a quieter way.
Yeah, I mean, and this is part of transitioning to polls. The whole narrative of why it was in his best interest, according to people like Courtney Cronin. And it's better for Ryan Poe's long-term job security because then he could get a new quarterback and then he could bring in a new coach and then he can, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to think they were all in collusion.
Oh, well, most definitely. Most definitely he's in collusion with her. And I don't know what the hell he's paying Shady McCoy under the damn table. But
Shady just don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, he has no reason. He even still talks about Justin. He has no reason to not like him. If you're getting paid, that's one thing. But the tangents and the commentary he has about Justin, from going from the Bears to the Steelers to the Jets, it makes absolutely no sense unless you're some kind of a
homosexual,
asexual.
Autosexual.
autosexual about Justin. Yeah, none of it makes any sense. The fact that he's so vehemently against this young man's career who just ended his rookie deal, his first NFL contract. Just ended it. This is the second deal that he's on. It's 2 years, $40 million. And if he succeeds, the Jets are going to have to pay up. And he's going to make more money than you made in your whole damn career. So, I just don't get it. I don't know why he vehemently hates Justin Fields and the trajectory of him learning how to be an NFL quarterback on a good team with a good coach. So we'll see.
And we'll see. And they played the Steelers week 1. The Bears messed all that up. We would have been playing against Justin last year if they messed it all up. But anyway, can't wait till Justin comes to town. I'm sure the league will have him the Jets Bears next year. They're gonna provide it.
That's gonna be some football.
Yeah, it's gonna be some football. You're gonna have a lot of Bears, especially if it's in Chicago. You're gonna have a lot of Bears fans wearing those Justin jerseys.
Yeah, one jerseys. Yeah, there are plenty of them out here.
Then a lot of them wearing the Caleb jerseys with the fingernails painted.
I don't know. Not in my neighborhood.
All right. Well, that's your quarterback. Well, here we go. March 15th, Ryan Poles. He traded outside linebacker Khalil Mack, who's probably headed to the Hall of Fame, to the Chargers in exchange for a 2022 second-round pick that he spent on Jaquan Brisker, who I love, and a 2023 sixth-round choice that they traded back to the Chargers on day 3 of 2022. Right? The Bears traded a 2023 sixth-round selection to the Chargers in exchange for 7th-round picks the Bears spent on California safety Elijah Hicks and North Carolina State punter Trenton Gill. Okay. The Bears moved down 20 spots in the 5th round and drafted Southern Utah tackle Braxton Jones. All right. He's a starter. And then we spent on Baylor running back Tristan Ebner at 203, and they never really gave him a chance.
No.
All right. We moved down 16 spots in the 5th round. This is what they did all during JF1's career. Moved down. They weren't bringing in no dogs.
No talent.
No. 16 spots. Acquiring a 6th-round selections. We got Doug Kramer Jr. Okay.
Who?
Exactly.
I think he's a lineman. Yeah,
he is. Yeah, he was a lineman. Yeah. All right. Number 6, he acquired 7th round. Jatiri Carter. So none of that panned out really, except for Brisker. All right. And Braxton. Braxton was good.
Yeah.
The Bears acquired veteran receiver N'Keal Harry from the Patriots in exchange for a 7th-round pick. Okay, who cares? The Bears traded defensive end Robert Quinn to the Eagles in exchange for a 4th-round selection that we got receiver Tyler Scott, who you were saying, where is he? Why don't they give this kid a chance? We move off Robert Quinn for pennies, bring in Tyler Scott, and don't use him.
Don't use him at all. Yeah.
At all.
But they had Vader's Hall of Fame Jones, so there was not much room for Tyler Scott to get on the field.
But bro, it was a point where we're watching. It was a point where why isn't this kid on the field? And they were talking about how good he looked in minicamp, how athletic he was, how much work he put in.
Coach was a monkey.
All right, that's GM too, though.
Yeah, well, we know he's an idiot.
The Bears dealt linebacker Roquan the Chef to the Ravens in exchange for choices in the 2nd and 5th rounds, as well as veteran linebacker A.J. Smith. The Bears spent the 2 picks they received on Gavon Dexter Jr. and Oregon linebacker Noah Sewell. That is terrible.
Sewell can't get on the field. Javon Dexter, he's progressing. This is his 3rd season. It's supposed to be a breakout year for him. A.J. Smith. I have no idea.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Roquan's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
We knew who Roquan was his rookie year.
And he was young. This was his
You know
first.
what I'm saying? Roquan was an All-Pro his rookie year.
Yeah. Yeah. Led the team in tackles year after year, and we had no interest in re-signing him. He wanted too much money.
Didn't have any off-field problems, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But the good organizations who people praise, like the Ravens and the Steelers and like that, they keep taking, and the Eagles, they keep taking these players. They're playing this guy like a fiddle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Speaking of the Steelers, we acquired receiver Chase Claypool from the Steelers in exchange for a second-round pick that Pittsburgh spent on cornerback Joey Porter Jr., okay, who's a starter. And then we moved off of Chase Claypool because our local media didn't like his attitude. They don't like a receiver being frustrated when he's not getting the football.
Yeah, no interest. No interest in him being
loudmouth moolies.
Yeah. You got to sit there, take what the defensive coordinator / head coach is telling you to do.
They scapegoated him, bro.
Yeah.
He was scapegoated. But that was a Poles move.
Yeah.
All right, the Bears traded number 1 pick and got DJ Moore, and then we got the first number 1 all pick. Okay. Well, we can agree that was probably a good move. Traded down from 9 to 10, and this balanced out that good move we just had.
Oh, man. It's the worst move ever.
Yeah. I mean, it was like he was like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, let me do something to fuck up this mojo.
Yeah. Let me kill it.
And he did it. Moved down 1 spot and picked up Darnell Wright, and then they picked up first ballot Hall of Famer Jalen Carter at number 9. Moved up 5 spots in the second round, selected Miami cornerback Tyreek Stevenson at number 56. Dealing picks in the second and fifth rounds to the Jags, who chose Penn State Brenton Strange, and Louisville outside linebacker Yasir Abdullah. Don't know who any of those guys are. Moved up. Traded down 12 spots in the fourth. This is 2023. And got Roshan Johnson, acquiring a 5th-round pick from the Saints. I think he's just doing this stuff for the picks for some damn reason. All right, got Terrell Smith, okay, who's pretty damn good. And Roshan, they don't even like him. They don't like him.
They don't like giving him the ball. Well, I mean, we got a new offense, so we'll see.
We'll see. So those are the trades he's made, fella. What's your overall grade on his trade moves there? Because people like to talk about his trades as though it's something wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I got my answer right here.
Let me see.
Fire.
Let's see here.
Fire Poles. I guess we can't fire him now since he gave his ass an extension to 2029. But damn it, I don't know who the hell was in charge of that. But if you'd have been listening to the show, you would know you were supposed to fire Poles.
Well done, fella. That's well done. All right, we'll just run through these draft picks really quick. Caleb, Rome Doomsday. Again, everybody loves Rome, blah, blah, blah. This ain't about Rome. We could have had a damn dog. Okay. The fact that we had the free agent wide receiver veteran and we had DJ Moore, the fact that we would just go out and get Rome, just he does weird stuff like that in the draft that his chat GTP is telling him to do.
Rome.
Yeah.
They were going to move up and get Rome, but
yeah,
it worked out. Fell right
in
to
our
us.
lap, but they weren't going to move up and get Jalen Carter.
Fell right to him. They didn't have to move up. He fell in their damn lap too. And they moved down.
Right. And then they confused. I mean, they wanted to pair a dude with a rookie, which is dumb. You know what I mean? You pair that dude with some veteran receivers until he's, you know. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong about Rome. And then your boy is a beast now. Marvin Harrison Jr. They're saying nothing but great things about the way he came back and how he looks in camp. And this guy's
His dad wouldn't
he's
talk to
generation.
him. This ain't some bitch.
Yeah.
You got that. You got my blood on your name.
Yeah.
You get out there and act like you want to be an NFL player.
Now you guys are low on Kiran Amajaji, bro. He showed me something last year, bro. He did start showing me something once he got it. That dude's big, he's athletic, and he's black. He's black as hell.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
What did he show you? Because when he got the game last year, they treated him like a New York City turnstile, where they were running past
That's
his
how it
ass to the
started.
quarterback.
But bro, if you look at his numbers, he leveled out, bro. He was decent. They just had too many problems. Hey, he's gonna be look, he ain't getting blown off the line like you guys' his boy Braxton Jones, who I've been saying move off of for years.
No, I mean Braxton's got some veteran swagger to him now. He doesn't come out and make
He's a serviceable backup.
Idiotic comments like that in the media, like yeah, I got a problem with the bull rush.
Yeah, I can't anchor the bull rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a point guard and I got trouble when people pick me up full court.
I
don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
All right. Torrey Taylor, we picked up our generational punter in the 5th round.
He's generational. Team MVP last year.
And then Austin Booker is the guy we picked up in that pick for when we moved down. We moved off of Jalen Carter. He's the guy we ended up using that draft pick.
We got a 5th round.
You like him?
Defensive end out of Kansas. Man, he was a rookie. He's a rookie last year. He was undersized, and he got a lot to learn about playing football in the NFL. So, we'll see what he does this year under Big Dick Allen's defensive plan.
Now, we had a plethora of 2023 draft picks. Darnell Wright.
Should have been.
You said what?
That should have been anchored with the Jalen Carter pick.
Boom.
Now, you get Jalen Carter in the 1st round. Then you can move and get your offensive tackle in the 2nd round.
Could have got you a right tackle in the 2nd round, or moved up to the 1st round and got a right tackle in the lower parts of the 1st round. Yeah,
and you don't have to move up and spend a pick to get Tariq Stevenson.
No,
No,
I agree. All right, Roshan, Tyler Scott, like. I don't know, unless it's a lineman, if you're drafted with a lower pick by Ryan Poles, he don't respect you and you ain't got a chance of hitting the lineup.
No.
If you're not an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman project, you don't have a chance of hitting the field. If you're one of these skilled players, it's like he's not watching the NFL.
Yeah, we got a new coaching staff. That I pray to God won't be listening to him next year.
Oh, he's not listening to him.
Yeah,
they think he's they think he's subhuman. Him and his
his boy too.
Yeah. They think they're subhuman. All right, allegedly, in my opinion. Kyler Gordon, Jaquan. I like Gordon. Jaquan Brisker. Problem with this though, we can like these players. But look at all that he used. We needed a line for Justin. Everybody knew it. And the first pick he got a lineman was a round 5 project in Braxton Jones.
Right.
Used the 3rd round on Hall of Fame Velus Jones Jr. The book's still out on him. The
book's still out. He's gone. Damn well he should have picked up or packaged all them damn picks together and get an offensive lineman in the middle or the end of the damn 2nd round.
Yeah.
Instead of wasting all these picks on these guys that are never going to play football for the Chicago Bears in a positive fashion.
Well, I mean, Brisker's a dog, but he's had the head injury. Gordon's a dog. Now they got to re-sign him. And this is something else we were saying about winning on a rookie quarterback contract. Now you got to sign all these players, jackass.
Yeah. Yeah, all these guys are young.
Yeah, they need money now.
But I'm saying with that Velus, where did Velus go?
Right there.
Number 71.
Overall, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they could have found an offensive lineman in the 3rd round, or they could have packaged up a couple of those 5th round or 6th round picks to move up in the 2nd round.
But Bayless
to get
fell in their
offensive line.
lap. They high five when he fell in their lap. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
So did other general managers.
The chat GTP told them Bayless was everything.
Oh, Bayless is available.
Yeah.
Is that hit that button in the chat GTP? Spit it out again.
Yeah.
Bayless Jones is the best athlete on the board. Let's take Bayless Hall of Fame Jones with the 3rd round pick at pick number 71 for the Chicago Bears, age 37.
Yeah, so none of these other guys panned out, and that's his draft history, bro. So we've looked at his draft history. We've looked at his trades and wins and losses. Go ahead, bro.
You got to win in the 3rd round with one of those damn picks. You got to win in the later rounds with a couple, not the majority of your players, but just some guys that's going to come and compete on your roster. And everybody that he's picked pretty much after the 2nd round cannot compete on this Bears roster. I mean, Terrell
on
Smith,
anyone's roster.
Yeah. Anyone's roster. And that's the situation that the Bears are in. And that's how you judge whether a general manager, I believe, knows what the hell they're doing. Now, if he's going to scapegoat Flus and say, it was Flus that was losing all of these games. And, yeah, but he's losing these games with the players that you're picking and putting in front of him and putting on his roster. And I know damn well he didn't sign off and say, I wanted an offensive lineman versus getting a 3 technique.
A right tackle versus getting the crown of his defense. Correct.
Yeah.
A Hall of Fame crown. And I know damn well Flus didn't re-sign himself to a contract extension.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So if he's going to blame Flus, he didn't hire Flus, but he rehired Flus.
Right. And you knew you had all these problems in training camp. I guess they weren't problems in training camp the year before when Justin was there. But when Caleb got here, there was all these problems in training camp.
Good point.
You know.
That he didn't bring up until after we lost 10 straight games and after they fired Flus.
Yeah.
But the first couple weeks of the season when he was going on the Chicago Bears podcast, everything was great.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I was telling you. They talk too much. If he was smart, he'd be like, man, we got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? But he was believing all this bullshit.
We got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And we got a rookie wide receiver. We took those are our first round picks, and we don't have offensive line to protect these guys. We're doing the best I can to build up from within.
That's what Ben Johnson is doing. He's like, man, we got to get these guys meshed together. We're installing a whole new offense. He telling them, like, slow down. Y'all ain't putting me on the clock already. Like,
right. Shit.
I just got here.
I'm 5 years, $13 million. I need an offensive line that's going to be here and be together for a while, and it's going to protect this guy long enough so I can get these plays in and complete it.
We got players to develop. We're still developing a quarterback. We're developing Rome.
We're developing a running back room. That's why he had to bring in a veteran running backs coach and veteran assistant head coach and a veteran D coordinator. So, he's got somebody to lean on and not agree with all the crap that it comes out of his head or that these players are saying on podcasts and get a team out there that can possibly put together an NFL win and not lose 10 damn games in a row.
And here's another thing. I saw the smug again in this draft when we picked up Colston Loveland. He was in there high-fiving a fucking in. You know what I mean? And then I later found out, you think this guy's injured?
Yeah, he's hurt.
He came out and assured us that the guy would be ready for voluntary minicamp. And he came out there and assured us that he'd definitely be ready for camp. And now, well, he might be ready. We don't know. And
beginning of the season.
Come on, bro. This guy ain't gonna get no practice.
Yeah. And and he's coming into the NFL as a rookie.
Damaged.
Yeah, and we could have had the other guy. I think is a stud, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he does a lot that you in draft day, you're like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, all this information that goes around pre-draft through the combine, through you bringing guys in to your building, through them taking physicals,
Right.
and you spent our first round pick on a guy that was hurt,
Right.
and he fell to us because he was hurt, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, we need players that are ready to suit up and play right away. Yeah, there's always the potential for them to get hurt, but he's in college and he's hurt. And you think he's going to step up to play with grown men in the NFL hurt and be able
Upper
to
body,
contribute?
which means
Yeah,
he ain't able to press
yeah,
iron, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. His body's got to heal. It was a damn shoulder injury, shoulder surgery.
Yeah, he got racked up out there.
Yeah.
So our first season, which we said, okay, it's a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3-14. That was Ryan Poe's first full season. 2022 is after he brought in those draft picks. 2023, we go 7-10, rallied behind Justin. Because of Flus, all of us said that could have easily been a 9-10 win season.
Right.
Yeah, easily.
You're flirting with some playoff experience then.
Flirting with it. Should have been in it. But we saw Flus and knew that, okay, Flus is who we thought he was.
Yeah.
But that's when Ryan Poles re-signed Flus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got us to 7-10. So we're going to re-sign you, but we're going to get rid of your quarterback because we got.
Yes.
Yeah. We got.
And you're going to sit there and take it because you're just that's what I think the organization likes. That's why they didn't hire Harbaugh. I think they like wet rags. Does that make sense?
Puppets. They want
now the head coach. They probably decided we can't have a wet rag at head coach no more. But if we can have a wet rag GM, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's just what the Bears need.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have wet rags. All right, and then but the only time we win is when we got a real Mim. Lovie Smith. Yeah. Ditka.
Mike.
Buddy Ryan.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so we regress, bro. 2024 under the generational quarterback with the generational punter, with the Flus's, the third year in Flus's, what do you call this? Hits principles.
Shit.
Okay.
Principle.
We went 5-12. We did close it out with a cherry on the top with a win at the Packers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
But Flus wasn't here. But we should have beat the Packers twice last year.
Yeah, true. So 5-12, 10 straight losses, which I don't remember seeing in my Bears fandom. Bunch of sacks. So overall, this guy's 15-36. That's,
oh my God.
We're gonna take it up the north and give him all our back. He came in here, and that's what he's giving us, bro.
That's horrendous, and that's why you hire an inexperienced GM, bring him in, and try and figure out what he can do for your organization. And he's shown you that winning isn't part of what he does for an organization. They're harping back to, he said he had a 4-year plan, and this is the year 4 of the plan where he didn't.
Well, then I wouldn't have extended him until after this season.
Absolutely.
I hear where you're coming from. I need to see the results in year 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to be a lame duck GM, you smug son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Right? for this
Yeah.
season. And if we hit our over-under numbers and are competitive this year, and this generational quarterback looks generational and all this you promised us, this generational coach looks generational and all that you promised us, then you get the extension.
Absolutely. But it's the Chicago problem. It's signing a Patrick Williams. It's signing a damn Zach Levine. It's signing all these major albatrosses of contracts, and then want to look around like, man, what do we do once these guys don't succeed? So yeah, it's crazy.
You pay everybody except for Justin.
Yeah, except for Justin, because Courtney Cronin and Shady McCoy
And Parkins, Danny Parkins.
and Danny Parkins did your bidding to get him out of town.
So you can extend your sat there and told the world this is better for Ryan Pope. And we were like, I don't give a fuck about how long he's here, and he shouldn't give a fuck. He should be trying to win games.
If he's winning games, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything about the damn
him, that's his biggest fear.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it did come out of his mouth because it gets tough then. It gets tough. Wow. You don't think it's tough now that you're 15 and 30 fucking 7?
No, they've been calling them, and they just rewarded him with a 5-year deal. Here's another thing I find funny. They didn't disclose Eberflush's contract because they paid him peanuts. But then they disclosed Coach BJ's money because they're proud of him. They're trying to show this. But they're not disclosing, once again, Ryan Poles' peanuts, because Ryan Poles is probably getting $3 million a year while his employee is getting $13 million a year. This is the reason why. They're still misers of the Midway. I know you and Brother Wordsmith tend to disagree how they pay this, they pay that.
Yeah.
The Hallis Gasky family are cheaper than a $5 suit from the secondhand fucking store. And I don't care what y'all say.
I thought you was gonna throw in Maxwell Street, a shark skin suit from Maxwell Street.
Yeah.
That you better not wear in the rain.
You can't better not wear none of that stuff more than once. And those alligator shoes, those alligators. Man, fuck it. You know what I mean?
You look good in them.
You look good in them. They're gonna be. You wear them in the wintertime. If it's below 30 degrees, they're gonna crack right around the soles. Your sock gonna be coming out. Your toe gonna be freezing. But yeah, cheap.
Yeah.
And my point is, I think that's the only reason, because same thing with Lovey. They keep people who they can underpay, right? And that's why Flu stayed around so long. They offered him a contract they thought he would refuse. Look, we're going to pay you $17 an hour. You can get more at McDonald's. No, I love coaching. This is what I love to do.
You see that house? You see that house I got on the lake?
Yeah. I'm a coach. And my wife makes decent money.
Those McDonald's commercials are paying for that mortgage, so whatever you give me is fine.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Now, Big Dennis Allen, he didn't take it for the cheap. No. He came around there and negotiated his money. I bet you Eric Bieniemy is probably the highest paid running back coach in the history of the NFL, bro.
You're damn right. You're gonna get a head coach 13 million. I need my cash too. But and then the story comes out. I believe we talked about it. I don't know if you heard it, but Indianapolis was on the verge of firing him before the Bears hired him as our damn head coach.
They were on the verge of firing him because of his player relationship. Yes, and the idiotics. Yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't a hot name defensive coordinator.
No. Yeah. So yeah. I know that they used the research team or whatever scouting team that they put
Trace
together.
Armstrong, bro,
hiring terrible coaches after terrible coaches, and
because Trace Armstrong was representing them.
Hey, shout out to Trace. He gets it done for his clients, especially down in Hallis Hall.
Yeah, I mean, all that needs to be investigated, bro. There's something going on. And that we hired this dude over Harbaugh a guy who all he's done is win on every level, a former Bear who's a defensive guy who's also been a quarterback, so he would have been great to work with a Justin Fields. You saw what he did with Colin
J.J.
Kaepernick.
McCarthy. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick.
You know what I mean? A running quarterback. Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, he believes in the running game as well as the passing game, but he would have came in and beefed that lineup immediately, and we would have been on our way with some kind of thought process on how to win a damn football game instead of going out there like, man, should I call a timeout here on national television on Thanksgiving?
But then we'd rather bring in a team president who's anti-Harbaugh, who has no ties to Chicago whatsoever, who sold us a hill of beans. I got the stadium done in Minnesota. And the same thing I did with those conservative politics out there, it's going to work in Chicago.
No. No.
You know, I haven't moved off Kevin Warren. I'm not saying that. But if I had to choose between a football guy in the name of Jim Harbaugh or Kevin freaking Warren, Jim Harbaugh would be in the building.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that you jettison your quarterback, and it was the perfect time, the absolutely perfect time to fire your head coach and bring
Correct. To clear the whole deck. Correct, bro.
And instead, you bring back the guy that nobody wanted here head coach, I guess, except for Poles. And
which means the deck should have been cleared by the president.
Yeah.
Poles should have been cleared too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Fire Poles. But yeah. If Flus, you saw Flus as a problem, and you're blaming all this on Justin.
Yeah.
But instead, you bring this guy back and make history for the wrong twice in one season. You make history. This damn 10-game losing streak, and the Bears head coach being fired during the damn season, and you believe that garners an extension? Get out of here.
Broke so many Bears records of futility as a head coach, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do a whole show on that. The up by 30, blowing a loss, stuff like most 30 points given up. Like, seriously, bro, in a row. This guy has every Bears record of futility known to man. He had that, and this guy re-upped him.
Yeah.
And I said it, Ace, as president of the organization, all this stuff better work. So I think the only thing is that I think Coach BJ and their brain trust told the president, I like the working relationship I have with this wet rag.
SOB.
Yeah, wet rag. You know what I mean?
But it still doesn't garner an extension.
Well, because then you bring in a new GM who might start coming out like Poles did against Justin Fields. Might start coming out, insinuating he doesn't like certain things about Ben Johnson, which is dumb. Why would you bring in a GM that does that? But obviously they lied. When Poles came in, I'm sure he said, I'm going to fix Justin and I'm going to bring in everybody. And, and Justin's the guy. Obviously they lied. And then they come in like, I need a defensive guy. I want to bring in Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? And then now Ben Johnson's gone. So Ben Johnson probably said, look, man, let's keep this rag down because we don't need him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're paying them peanuts. Yeah.
Let me make the suggestions of the players
that
I need.
Correct.
I'll give him a yay or a nay, and we can go from there. Before he makes any moves,
correct.
We need to have a team conference on what's going on with the roster.
Correct. Yeah. And we'll make him feel like he's making these decisions. Yeah. And he can go around to these podcasts and talk nonsense.
He can chew gum and talk
like a little bitch. That's what he's trying to say.
You talk to Chat GTP all he wants. He
And
he can,
he can high
yeah,
five up there.
yeah. He can get his own damn podcast, as far as I'm concerned. But as long as before this some bitch makes any kind of football moves, I'm informed and I can tell him hell
No,
no
correct,
to the no, no,
correct,
no. Yeah,
correct, correct, bro, correct. And then we're gonna see how that's looking once
yeah,
we see how this draft pans out,
yeah.
because you know what I mean. If this is all coming from Ben Johnson, then these players better be. Hold on, we got some chatter in here.
Okay.
Melon Smasher. Bears ownership are not good business people. They're only in charge because they inherited the team. This is the central problem with the Bears. You got any problem with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been true for years. First, it was the Mike McCaskey area and George area, and they all were kowtowing to Virginia and her sense of ownership and being the chair of the board. So yeah, no, it's it's all their damn fault. So yeah, absolutely true.
He says other teams are run by actual good businessmen who made billions of dollars and then bought a team. This is such a stupid move. Smart business people don't behave like this. Reward a 15-36 record. And this
No,
is that's what I'm saying. There's other GMs that have come in and turned that thing around where it wasn't 15-36.
right. Right. They came in and made moves to the positive, and the majority of Ryan Pohl's moves have. I mean, the number one pick, that was luck. First of all, when Lovey came in and
Yeah,
gave the
big
number
ups to
one pick.
Lovey. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you look out again the next year. You're able to trade that and get the number one pick next year, and the fact that the jury's still out on you as general manager when you have that kind of shamrock stuck up your north is is not worthy of a contract extension.
Yeah, well, he came around here tanking and then scapegoated the head coach and the quarterback. So what I'm saying is, when I talk to fans in the NFL
Mm-hmm.
who are not Bears fans, they say, bro, they bring this stuff up to me like, man, y'all should have kept Justin. Man, they be like, y'all should have kept Montgomery, bro. Y'all should have kept Roquan. Like, this is basic, basic.
Yeah,
The good players you keep,
yeah,
right? If Ace, if you're running a business, okay, at your place of business, if I showed up and I said I'm gonna turn everything around over here and I start getting rid of the functional people who had the highest rating, everybody
yeah.
would be looking like, what the hell is this guy doing?
What's going on? Right. Well, I gave him. He said he's going to make me more money, so I just gave him, a blank check and carte blanche. You can go out there and just make me more money and make it happen, and we'll see what happens in the end. I'm just giving him a chance.
Yeah, you don't get rid of the best, most
No,
productive employees. That's
that's yeah. You need your foundation.
right.
Right.
You got rid of the captains. All right, let's see what he says.
That's why everybody was a captain last year.
I'm not fine with losing. And I think he's talking about this narrative every season. Like they're even saying now, is this season is all about developing the quarterback. It's all about Caleb. No, it ain't. I'm a Bears
Yeah.
fan. We need to start getting some damn W's
We
around here.
need to win some damn games, and
Damn right.
I don't think if you'd have asked those players out there
You
that
damn
played
right.
last year if they were coming to start the damn season and putting their mind, body, and
Body on
soul
the
on the
line,
line,
careers on the line.
whether this is about developing
Man, all
Caleb.
about Caleb. And he's
No.
autosexual.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I believe deserve better. Most undeserved contract extension in the history of the franchise. Kiss
Mm-hmm.
the hopes of seeing a winner in this decade goodbye. Poles is an idiot. I don't know about the decade part, but I think I agree with everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with it. I agree with it 1,000%.
No eye for talent. Sweat costs more than Mac. Last season, I wanted Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. They both went to Green Bay, and Poles signed free agents Swift and Byard.
Yeah, Swift was the most puzzling
Puzzle.
free agent acquirement that they made, especially when Saquon Barkley was
Wasn't
out
I
there.
saying that? You
Yeah,
know, he hadn't
well,
resigned. He hadn't
yeah,
resigned. All you gotta do is make him a damn offer, give up one of them
yeah.
third round picks.
You're on Hard Knocks, and they're making you're a laughing stock. The Chicago Bears are driving up the price of Saquon. There wouldn't be no price to drive up. Go get that guy. You got a
So,
rookie there. You got a rookie quarterback, a generational quarterback, and a stud who turned out to be the damn Super Bowl MVP at
bro,
running.
I would have had him Justin's last season. When he wasn't re-signed, that's when you go out and you get a player like that, bro. They could have
Yeah.
offered, but they wanted Justin to fail. He wouldn't
Mm.
even hit free agency if I was the GM of the Bears, bro.
Yeah.
Saquon hadn't re-signed the deal. The Giants were obviously not going to re-sign him. Bro,
Right.
you could have offered just like the way you got Sweat on that last deal and say, "Hey, look, man,
Yeah.
once we get you in here, that's the move we should have done."
We could have packaged up a pick and Valus Jones and any other crap we could have came up with to get them to send us Saquon Barkley, so they could have took him off their books
Yep.
monetarily, which because apparently that's what the hell they was trying to do, because they end up franchising them the next damn season.
Correct. Because
Yeah.
Saquon probably wouldn't have wanted to choose us as a free agent, but if you traded for him and brought him in the building, it'd have been a whole different situation.
Yeah, this is the house that Walter Payton built.
And the fact that you essentially moved off of David Montgomery, who led the league in yards after contact, for Swift.
Yeah,
That's essentially what you did.
that's what you did.
And Byard, you know what? I was happy when they brought in Byard, but I didn't know anything about him, to be quite frankly honest, which should have been a red flag. I mean, he's serviceable, I guess. I don't know. He don't come up there and lay no wood. I didn't see him making.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the backup quarterback in Green Bay and made him fumble. But I mean, any substantial plays during the season. So I don't know. Maybe all of these guys will look different in Big Dick Allen's
defense. Yeah, he's more aggressive.
Yeah, instead of just laying back like, oh boy, I hope they fall down before they get to the line and run for 30 yards against. I mean, I don't know what Flus was out there doing, but yeah.
Caleb and Rome over LSU duo Jaden Daniels and Brian Thompson Jr. is laughable. Kieran and a punter in the third and fourth round is fireable. Give the guy an extension who hasn't won jack. What do you say about it? I'm on the outlier. I'm telling you, I saw something in Kieran, but I also saw something in the Hall of Fame Jones. But I'm going to stand by this. I like Armajuji. He was a free agent. They drafted him too high. He was a what do you call it? A red shirt. They spent a too high of a draft pick for him, but I like this kid. But go ahead, bro.
He wasn't a red shirt. He was hurt.
What? I mean,
he couldn't play. Just like the #1 pick we got this year. He's hurt. He can't play.
You say Papa Bear Alice wasn't drafting nobody who couldn't play,
No.
Yeah,
no.
All right.
You can't play, yeah. You can't. You definitely can't play for us. But this guy's out there with all the technology and the information and the entire damn world and drafting players that can't come in and play. So I don't know what he's doing, and that doesn't garner a extension to me.
You guys, Melon Smasher, you're welcome to pull up. Melon Smasher said, the link's in the chat, bro. He said, since Poles took over in 2022, the Bears have the worst record in the National Football League. Ace, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I've been watching it since 2022. I've been watching him not support just
3-year stretch in your Bears fandom.
Maybe
when I was younger in the Bob Avellini years, it seemed pretty light. But I think.
No, I mean, they were winning games. Well, they were only playing 14 games.
Yeah,
and if you played a tough team the week before you came to Chicago, and then you came to Chicago.
At least we were smashing them up, huh?
Man, you finna have a hell of a night.
Yeah.
Now I know Doug Buffon was on a team that went 0 0 for the season, but I don't know what the record was around that
I don't
year.
remember that season. Was that like 76? It had to be
Nah,
before Peyton.
nah, yeah, that was way before. It
That's what
was
I'm
before
saying.
Payne.
I wasn't thinking. I
Yeah,
wasn't watching that shit.
yeah.
All right. Since polls, all right. All right, rush record, all right. 3 years since poll, 1536, 294 winning percentage. 3 years before polls, Bears were 22 and 27. I mean, this guy's giving data.
Yeah. Stats don't lie, right?
He came in here with his Air Ones, and they were dirty too. I'm like, does this guy know he's in Chicago? Wintertime. Getting out the car in the snow, wearing your Air Ones. Get you a good pair of boots. This is
Get you some
Chicago.
boots, you
Yeah,
son of a bitch. I know you got a damn car service or something, but you need some damn
yeah.
boots. This is
Yeah,
Chicago.
talking about let's get to work. Pulled up at 5 a.m. at Hallis
Yeah.
Hall. Remember,
Oh,
like he
no,
was doing something
man, nobody's in the damn building. You guys.
stupid. You can work
Yeah.
from home doing everything you're doing.
Yeah. You just want to go in the office and lay down on the couch in your office and go to sleep.
Yeah, with your boy Toy, the assistant.
Yeah.
Who kept Flus another season, which we said. Who didn't interview Harbaugh? Don't start us on who didn't interview.
Who did an interview? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's talk about who he didn't interview.
Yeah, he didn't interview a lot of people.
Yeah, no interest in Stroud.
Jaden Daniels.
No interest in Jaden Daniels. Just to pick the minds.
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, of the top guys going out at the position that you're drafting for.
Jalen Carter.
Oh, no interest.
Never sat down with him to do his own due diligence. Mister,
Yeah.
Don't listen to the outside noise.
Well, Chat GTP told him that, yeah, he had he was in a accident.
Situations.
He had a situationship from the prior to the NFL season after his college season and college championship season. So, yeah, no interest.
Who let the O-line stay rancid? This guy, is this you, Ace, putting this shit in here? Where's the extra help for Sweat on pass rush? No need. We'll take a generational punter.
Yeah, I can't take credit for Melis Masters' sentiments, but of course those are all my sentiments exactly. And the fact that you got an extension, when you sent me that out, I almost passed out. Well, I was yelling. But.
Well, I'm going to disagree here. Hall of Fame, Valus Jones, and Tyler Scott. You know, I'm an outlier here. Hall of Fame Jones, I would go out and get him if I was Ben Johnson and prove to the world how much of an offensive guru I am. I'd have that guy on the defensive side too, playing some, you know what I'm saying? He's an athlete, bro. He'd never leave the field, bro.
BUST. Bust.
Tyler Scott wasting pick number 32 for Claypool, and which I think he moved off of him too early because your quarterback was saying that he liked Claypool. That should have meant something.
No, it didn't mean anything. He wasn't the captain.
And he was listening to the outside noise. Yeah. And let's not forget Nate Davis. Gave up 4th round. I forgot about that.
Oh, my gosh. That Nate Davis offensive lineman pick. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Somebody else on the right side that Justin didn't need because he's a fast quarterback. He needed protection on the left, and you were bringing in 5th rounders and bums.
Yeah.
And he needed a center, too.
He needed a center. He needed a left guard. He needed a left tackle. You went out and got none of that. And those guys were available.
They were available. Gave a 4th round pick in 2024 for first year Keenan Allen. But sure, keep believing he's on to something. All right, we got Dante Purify. It's possible that Poles traded a pick and cap space for Keenan Allen. It's possible that Poles traded for an injured Ryan Bates.
Yeah, he was injured.
It's possible that he drafted Kyron Amajunje, who I like, on injured reserve.
Yeah.
It's possible Poles drafted a punter in the 4th and an edge rusher who needed a red shirt like Booker.
Yeah.
Poles did all of this to sabotage Flus. I think he was sabotaging Justin in a lame duck year. Can't fire a winning coach. Yeah.
They
And
fired Lovey.
we drafted Costa.
They
Yeah, they
fired
fired
Lovey.
Lovey. Yeah, all Lovey did was get you 9, 10 victories. They
10
talking
to
about
6.
firing head coach at Pittsburgh right now. Never had a losing season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're ready to move up there.
Yeah. Time's done. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Levy got him in 10 to 6. Oh, yeah, it's time's done here. He's lost the locker room. What? You wish you could win 10. You haven't won 10 games since he's been gone. You kidding me?
Hey, I'm gonna put this poll. Hey guys, I'm gonna drop this poll link in here, man. Y'all vote right quick. We want to hear your voice on this polls poll. Go ahead, Ace. What were you saying?
Yeah, Bears are idiots.
Yeah. I mean, these guys. I hope they're Bears fans because I sure am. I think they are Bears fans. I think they are because they know too much.
Yeah, but back to all of the injury. Ryan Bates had a degenerative injury that's never going to get better. And Ryan Poles traded for this guy. I couldn't understand why he couldn't get on the field more than 2-3 games.
And then he hornswoggled Carolina out of the #1 pick and DJ Moore as a quarterback who throws the ball. DJ Moore gets him the best season ever, 1,400 yards. Move off of him, and then don't take the haul that he could have gotten for Caleb.
Yeah,
and brought in a boatload of talent.
And you could have, once you got all in this talent, then you could have filled in a few free agent spots. But you got draft picks for the next 4 or 5 years. Your contract would have been warranted then that you set up the Bears for the next 4 years in draft picks by getting the haul for damn Caleb Williams, #1 pick. And still could have had Shedeur this year. And still could have had whatever the hell we wanted last year out of the draft. You could have went and got your J.J. McCarthy if that's what you wanted. But
you could have called D.C. if you talked to Jada and said, you got a hometown talent here. Man, we'll move down one spot.
Yeah.
Or we'll draft Caleb and trade him to y'all for Jaden, whatever the case might be, and just give us a 3rd-round pick for it. And then you could have moved down from there, right? And picked up a J.J. McCarthy since allegedly y'all was so infatuated with J.J. McCarthy. They was infatuated with himself, Ace, because dude got Big Ten ties. They was infatuated with him.
Yeah.
Then didn't talk to him.
He would have fit right in. He got hurt in that preseason.
We'll see, man. Our first game is against JJ, bro. And I'll tell you what, he better not look better than Caleb. I swear I'm going to be butt hurt.
On Monday Night Football, he's got 2 all-pro wide receivers out there.
Man, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Better not look better than Caleb. I'm going to be butt hurt, bro.
This is a new offense, and we got a new coach. And none of that nonsense that I believe that was going on last year will transpire on to the beginning of this season.
Fired Lovey and lost the blue-collar, hard-working culture. Yeah. We're supposed to have we're linebacker. Now they talk about, I listen to people talk about, what's that team we traded Roquan to? They're the organization that has a history of linebackers now.
No, Ray Lewis, Roquan
Smith. They stole our identity.
Yeah.
Then we go out and get the one who looks like a lesbian, a butch lesbian, out there making business decisions.
Can you say that on YouTube?
He does look like I don't know if I can say that. I said butch lesbian. I think
okay.
Yeah, I didn't say anything offensive, did I? I don't know.
No, I don't think
stud. He looks like a stud.
All right. Yeah,
they say that.
I don't think he'll be offended. Well,
supposedly, though, this Dennis Allen system might be better for him because, he's more of a coverage guy.
And, allegedly. I don't know what he's out there doing.
He said last week, I put 2,500 on Arch Manning to be drafted #1 pick. What is that? 225 odds payout. Really? I thought Arch was going to be #1 anyway.
College is funny.
He said to be #1 draft pick in the NFL. They love
Maybe
quarterbacks.
in 2 years. I don't think he's coming out after this year.
He's not poor and stupid.
Yeah, I think he's going to play 2 years at Texas.
He's making enough money down there. He's
Yeah,
having fun.
Yeah, he's
right?
having a great time. Having a great. He was even in. They showed him in St. Louis about a month ago. He came to one of his teammates had like a football camp or something,
Yeah.
and he was walking around the streets of St. Louis. Arch is a good kid.
Under our system, we still would have had Justin and all these kids we could be drafting right now. We
Yeah.
would have had Shador in here for a 4-4 fifth. You know what I mean? Our quarterback room would be burgeoning.
Yeah, we wouldn't have no Bilbo Bajan and a 40-year-old backup quarterback.
And a guy lying saying nobody showed him how to watch film.
Yeah. We would have had some guys out there threatening to take his damn job every week is what we would have had in our quarterback room.
Yeah. You get hired. He was looking at tape of himself instead of watching game tape. You get hired at NASCAR and you're talking about, well, nobody showed me how to drive a car. Wait, what?
This is your job, you son of a bitch.
You know what I mean? Wait, what?
You came from USC. You want to watch a film at USC? I know this is the NFL, but yeah. It's the same. They're running the same damn concept of defense. It's just the players are faster and quicker.
Well, Fluke's called him a liar. And I've been calling him a liar since day one. I've seen through his shit. Comes out there, smuggling it up, lying to our local media, and then he goes in front of the national media with a whole different take on things, bro. I think the guy's delusional.
Well, they let him get away with it. Put him to the fire. And if he doesn't want to show up to a press conference, knowing that this book and all of the crap that he was saying and about the organization before he even got here, if he doesn't want to show up for that press conference and you let the head coach take the sword for him, then damn it, it's an organizational problem. But he's got to come out there and answer to what he said.
He said, Pinky and the brand about to snap, though. Yeah, I hope y'all right. The most important trait, according to Melon Smasher, for a QB is being able to read through a progression and trust what you see. Caleb had the issue in college. Many overlooked it. Well, we didn't. What we were saying here is we would have drafted him. One of the guys wanted Jaden, right? After coming out saying he wanted Caleb the year before that, turned us on to Caleb because we were all Justin. But what we were saying, Ace, is I see some of the same potential issues in Caleb as Justin. That was the only thing I was saying. Like, why would you not want a guy who holds the ball and tries to make plays and then go out and get somebody who naturally does the same thing?
Does exactly the same thing. And he is not as athletic and he's not as fast.
Correct. Yeah. Everybody knows I like to shoot the three. If you move off me, he's shooting the three too much. He doesn't like to go to the hole. And you go out and draft somebody that's doing the same thing. Like,
what sense does that make?
But the other one's generational.
But they had the narrative that they put out there that they wanted to get rid of Justin. They wanted, he was auditioning for his job every week that he played a damn game. The fans,
and Caleb was generational. Remember, they used to stack that on it too. They used to be like, if this wasn't a generational draft, we wouldn't necessarily be saying it. They used to stack that too. That this is a generational draft for quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
It was both.
Yeah, and the
fans,
just
because they don't say it no more.
I can't say it because it didn't work out, and your damn general manager didn't even talk to the guy that was drafted right after him. Didn't even talk to him. What kind of smug bullshit is that for a damn general manager?
Showing up at Hallis Hall wearing dirty Air Ones in the winter, talking about let's get to work. And you can't even FaceTime. You can't even have a meeting on Zoom. You see what the president did to him in his coaching search. He had him talking to the guy working the sous chef at Taco Bell, didn't he?
Yeah.
I heard you got some football knowledge, Virginia.
You got a green folder that's got some.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I can make the fajitas. Wait, okay. All right, go ahead, man. Wrap this up in your final words before you on the soft there, fella. Wait, before you hit your final words, let's get to this poll.
All right, let's get to the poll.
All right, let's get to the polls. The poll. All
Fire
right.
polls.
All right. The fire poll. Did Bears GM Ryan Poles deserve a contract extension? Okay. 14%, who obviously don't pay attention, said, let's see how the season goes. I understand where they're coming from, but the contract's already been inked.
Mm-hmm.
But that would have been the best route, in my opinion, had we not extended it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah. You had him under contract. See how the season goes.
Give a damn if he was under contract. I can bring a trained chip in here to talk to Chat GTP and make some of the moves he's been making.
Yeah. Remember they were flying in coaches, bro? Commercial airline. By him and his boy toy are on the company's private jet going to college game.
Coach is like, what the?
Wearing suits with sneakers.
What kind of organization is this? Coach. Flying a coach in on coach.
All right. Absolutely. Stay the course. 29% of the respondents are okay. You know, they're tired of the Bears moving off of people, always resetting the deck.
Yeah.
All right. 0% said maybe rubbing my bum on the fence. Okay. So we've got all decision makers on this poll.
Yeah, we normally have some bum rummers.
Yeah, we normally have at least. Yeah, don't we? They like to rub their bum. And then no way, too many L's. 57% of the respondents feel like that he should not have been re-signed at all, unless every year, in my opinion, has a team option where you can fire him at no penalty to the team. The rest of the contract is not guaranteed.
I mean, he's not under the salary cap. None of that matters. They could fire him anyway, but
he still gets the money. I'm saying
he still gets paid.
You don't get you're getting $75,000 a year, and if you this don't work out, you're fired, and none of the money's due to you. Okay, what kind of contract is that? It's a contract for a trained chimp, you monkey. You know what I mean? Exactly. But what did you vote there, fella?
Yeah, I voted. What was the majority? I think I voted for the.
No way, too many L's.
Yeah. Come on, man. You know I want to fire Poles.
Yeah, I agree. I was one of the first ones, bro. I was telling you and Diesel, I was like, y'all liking this post. He pissed me off when he backstabbed Roquan. Remember? Yeah. And then he backstabbed David Montgomery.
David Montgomery,
I was like, wait a minute.
And then they put the narrative out there that Montgomery just didn't want to be here anymore. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
David Montgomery was a damn bear. Pay him the damn money, and he's still running the damn ball into the end zone for the Chicago Bears.
That's when I was like, wait a minute. He's only likes guys that he signs that, they're probably weird. But go ahead, bro, with your final words out there. If anything else you wanted to say, and then your final words.
Well, it was just amazing to hear that the Chicago Bears. Oh, Khalil Mack. They had a picture of Khalil Mack at a Sky game. Unfortunately, he re-signed with his current team, the Chargers. But he was in Chicago for some reason, attending a Chicago Sky game. I thought, the Bears might have been flirting with his bum, but he's re-signed for this season. So
he's probably hollering at one of the girls on the team. Let's keep it on.
I mean, Khalil's too old for that, isn't he? I think. 30-something. No, yeah, it's possible.
You're never too old for that.
Yeah, but he's out of La La Land. Yeah, no, they're in L.A. He's out in L.A., so he's got plenty of talent out there. Why would he fly all the way to Chicago to get some Chicago talent? He wants some real talent, I guess.
Yeah, he probably still got some talent that he had here, and he flies to town that we don't know about. Went to the game, scouting out other time. I don't know. Allegedly, in my opinion.
Allegedly, yeah. He might have been here doing some charity work or something. Shout out to Khalil Mack and the Khalil Mack Foundation for flying into town and doing some charity work for the kids and attending a Sky game. But my take on Ryan Poles is never going to change. I don't think that you can give him credit for what's being done with the organization this season. The fact that they've gone out and got offensive linemen to shore up the offensive line. One of the guys used to play in damn Detroit. Another guy, the center, Dahlman, was a no-brainer, and we were able to work out a deal to get the guy from Kansas City who was considered one of their best players and extend him. Uh, I believe that they were looking at the contract and the head coaching and the coaching staff that's come to Chicago, which some people might say it's based on your general manager going out and getting the guy. But I believe Kevin Warren had a lot to do with uh, Ben Johnson coming here, and also that $13 million deal that they put on top of him, plus incentives from whatever car dealership or Cadillac store or Mercedes Benz or whatever company that wants to pay him for winning as a Chicago Bears head coach. So um, this is supposed to be a wins losses type business. Everything's based on the quarterback's wins and losses. But damn it, when you're paying a coach $13 million a season to come turn around your franchise, you got this generational quarterback, you got this generational punter, you beef up your offensive line. I think it's time for him to come in here and get some W's. And if you win here in Chicago, you know, the world is yours. If you get the Bears to a Super Bowl, and damn it, if you win a Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears, you never have to buy another meal in the city of Chicago for the rest of your life. So, um, I bel I believe we're going to have a good season. We're still developing our generational quarterback. We're putting a plan in place to win NFL football games, meaning you're breaking everything down to the studs to teach our generational quarterback how to win an NFL game, how an offensive line works on the NFL level, how a running game should work on the NFL level. I mean, everybody is being coach now, I believe, and that's what they were asking for last year when our general manager knew in training camp that none of this was working. But we're gonna progress and see what happens during the season. Pretty much like the poll. Let's see what happens during the season. And yeah, we saw what happened. Everybody got damn fired. So Ryan Poles, you looked up. I mean, whoever you got pictures of, however, what kind of friendship you made with Ben Johnson to get you to the point where you can get a contract extension that was totally unnecessary at this time. I don't know if it's just a Chicago thing. We just sign people early, uh, so we don't have any problems in the end, and we just like throwing money away. But Papa Bear Hallis, who never had a general manager while he was alive, he had football guys running the operations, but a GM picking the players and trying to figure, man, come on, man. Ryan Poles should be fired. He should have been fired, but now we're in a position where he can't be fired for another few years because they're mirroring the contract, the head coach, and the damn general manager. Um, we don't know the details of this particular deal, but I'm sure Kevin Warren had him look out for himself, and Ryan Poles looked out for himself and his assistant GM or whatever the hell title you want to get that guy. So my take on it, as usual, is still going to be fire Poles. I believe he's going to make some moves to piss off the locker room, maybe piss off our head coach, and end up out of here in a couple of years anyway. So no, the contract wasn't warranted. No, the contract should have never happened. No, I don't believe in Ryan Poles at all in his ability. I believe he's not a sous chef. He's a Taco Bell manager. the guy that agrees with what the owner of the store says, tells the owner of the store whatever the hell he wants to hear. Like, yeah, the staff, yeah. Well, if you don't like that guy, I'll get rid of him. I got a whole new staff to come in and make this the number one Taco Bell in the damn world. And I think that's what he sold the damn Bears. Kevin Warren didn't want to upset the cart or the horse, so he's like, yeah, well, sure. We gave the damn coach $13 million a season. We'll give you another contract, and we'll see what happens. The Bears got plenty of money, and I think once he gets that stadium deal done and they sell the team, it's not going to matter whoever here is getting paid, because the city's going to make out, Arlington Heights is going to make out, the Bears are going to make out, and everybody's going to be happy, except for the new owners if Ryan Poles is still their general manager. So. Fire poles is still my name for them. I don't give a damn what they gave them, but that's my final word. Fire poles, and I think Kevin Warren's on the clock for giving them a contract extension. I'm out.
Well done.
Can Kevin Warren be on the clock? Of course he can. Anybody can get fired.
Yeah, Kevin Warren came around here saying he's going to get us that stadium. See?
Yeah. Man, Train Chimp can do that. It's just a matter of, what city you want to do it in. I don't think there was really any hope that it was going to be done in Chicago because of the Friends of the Park and all the laws in place and landmarks and all that blah, blah, blah. And
there was no efforts. They should have built it on the south.
They didn't want to go south in the city. They did not want to go south in the city. And because they didn't want to develop any of that community in the neighborhoods and go eminent domain and tear all those communities down. And there's not enough infrastructure, I don't think, as far as to get traffic over there. They just didn't want to go south in the city, and they had no plans of going anywhere past maybe 35th Street to build a new stadium. And once it didn't get done, immediately, once the city didn't turn over and say, we'll give you whatever you need. I mean, they already had the land in Arlington Heights. It was a no-brainer. Go out there, build your stadium, and sayonara, Chicago Bears deal, sell the team. Let me get my percentage out of whatever the hell the new $20 billion or whatever the hell the Bears are going to sell for, and God bless. Matter of fact, I need to go buy some stock in the Chicago Bears. That's what I'm going to go do.
Oh, is it public traded?
I don't know. We'll find out.
It's family owned, bro. You can't buy stock in it. I don't think.
Well, I'll be at about. It'll be too late.
Yeah, it's family owned.
What's the new owner? But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
There's a percentage of something you can probably get out.
Yeah. They're selling something. All right. All right. That's a wrap on this episode's deep dive into Fire Ryan Poe's contract, chess match, and ongoing spectacle of Spolitricks. We've unpacked the playbook behind the Bears front office finesse and spotlighted the swirling political storylines that continue to shape public perception. Whether it's gridiron strategy or governmental spin, one thing's clear. Nothing happens by accident, and everything's about the angles. The angle is he's underpaid. Well, not underpaid, but he's paid cheap. There's no other GM who would take this job for the money that they're paying him. From contract clauses to coded campaign language, we've seen how power is negotiated, portrayed, and preserved. These moves are rarely transparent, but always telling. And as always, it's up to us to interpret the signals before the spotlight shifts and the narrative gets rewritten. If today's episode left you thinking twice about who's really calling the shots in Hallis Hall, then we've done our job. We're here not just to inform, but to ignite conversation, spark curiosity, and challenge the surface storylines. Until next time, keep your mind sharp, your body clean, and your questions sharper. The game's always on, and we'll be here to call it just like we see it. This isn't just content, it's connection. And it means more because y'all are here. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for this pod. Ownership versus slaveship.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mouthpiece included.
That's right. We want
Yeah.
our silver back. We appreciate your support again. And if you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down. And as always, Ace,
FGB to the highest level of F-ivity.
yeah, and he means fuck Green Bay. All right. And if you guys agree with him, type of FGB in the chat. You guys type a FGB into the chat.
Shout out to the chat for a fiery session today. They were heavily involved in the fire Ryan Poles sentiment. So shout out to the chat.
Probably pissed them off. Maybe they didn't know either. Like you said, when I sent you the link, maybe they were just getting news of this as well. You know what I mean? Because it does. It's like a gut punch.
Yeah.
You know?
Now you can sit back and chew that 3-4 pieces of double mint in his mouth or whatever the hell he has in his mouth when he's chewing gum, sounding like a second grader. And, he's relaxed now.
Yeah, like a second grade female playing jacks and jumping double dutch.
Fire Ryan Poles.
Fire Ryan Poles, but that's not going to happen unless there's a disaster this season. I mean, a disaster.
And we're not hoping for a disaster. We are definitely Bears fans. We want our 2 wins out of Green Bay here and away, and we want to win our division. So hopefully we're set up to compete for the division this year, and if not, next year. But I still don't like Ryan Poles at all.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we are set up. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight, right, in that division, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right, Karen. All right.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. You find yourself, you might be sliding through the rack. Rack up. Summertime shot. You better be careful. Keep your head on the swivel. You might be out in South Central LA. Better watch your back. Thirsty out here, bro. Check your 6. Guard your grill. Use your blind spot assist.
Show.
Knuckle up.
TATN.
And don't forget to.
Don't forget it, baby.
And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Is that right, Pooh? Don't forget it.
FGV.
The highest level of FGV. Bear down.